All right, and we are recording. All right, welcome everyone to the dreaded Isles of Pandakorr. I think we're on session 25, maybe 26. I'm not sure.
No, 25.
25. Okay, session 25. So, all right, quick recap. You guys wound up making it back to Ibat after traveling along the road. After leaving the Colored Woods, and while in Ibat, you were trying to figure out the best way to approach Yacob, not knowing if he'd be busy or anything like that. Thank you very much. Food delivery. And you guys decided to spend an evening at the Magic Carpet Inn and Tavern, where Doshero, you guys had him service you really quick, bringing you to the room. And you had a little interaction with a halfling sitting behind a counter named Brindle, who was getting lectured on profit by the other halfling for a little while. And he went and delivered a message to Yacob, as far as you guys all know. Morning came without incident, and guys all decided to start traveling over to the academy. And while doing that, you traveled through the market for a little bit, where a random tiger was found running around and causing some havoc. They were quickly knocked out and tied up and brought to Shamali's, where a brief interaction took place where, make a long story short, you guys made out with 50 gold pieces, and no guards were called. Then from there, you caught up with Leicester, because they kind of walked away from that situation, and Regis was able to get you outside the academy relatively quickly, learning the ins and outs of this pretty large town within the short amount of time that they've been here. Once at the academy, you guys all ate up some breakfast, from the vendor outside, went inside, talked with Charlie for a little bit, and had learned that Yacob was going to be teaching a seminar. And so you guys all pretty much spent a little bit of time doing some research in the Shadowfell section of this library, and then eventually made it to the class, where everybody, attended and paid attention as much as they could. Matt, you would have been there, so let's do a quick intelligence check from Duthryn, please, to see what type of information was retained from the lecture. So while that's
just
being
straight
done,
intelligence?
Yeah, just straight intelligence.
Okay.
And okay, cool. So just pretty much, if you have any questions on genies, you'll get a +2 modifier.
Ooh.
All right, so put that in your notes somewhere. +2 modifier on any checks for information on genies, and then just put Yacob seminar, or whatever, something. All right, so while I'm there and either taking notes or napping or being engrossed in the lecture, Baby had wound up letting the curiosities get the best of her, and she had acquired a couple of items. One was a golden turkey quill that was commandeered from a rather meticulous and nervous seeming dwarf that Fomher had learned was Gregan Windstep. And then there was also a like a half-inch pink marble type sphere that was also acquired. Quick search after the pouch was obviously opened, and a couple of things fell out. But Fomher had wound up taking the turkey quill and explaining what happened, and then left it with Charlie up at the front counter. And then everybody left the lecture hall and pretty much met up with Fomher, I believe, at the front counter. That's kind of where we left off, right?
Mm-hmm. I believe so.
All right,
Yep.
Very cool. All right. So I don't know. What time would it be? Let's say around noonish or so. I don't know. I'm horrible with tracking time. And
I think
yeah,
the lecture started like 11:30, something like that.
11:30. Okay, so all right, so 12:30. So let's say it's gonna be close to 1. And what time were you guys gonna meet up with Yacob? Was it like 1:30?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it was 1:30 or something like that. So yeah, so you guys are all up in the front, by the front counter of the academy library area, and you can all pick up whenever you like.
Uh,
The dead silence of the beginning of the session.
right. I'm trying to think how I want to. Leister, Leister, can I talk to you for a second?
There it is.
Over here, just a quick little private chat, just for a second. When we get specifically get a little ways away from Charlie and trying to not be around too many people that would hear us. It's like, so I don't know if you noticed, but the reason that I said to check your pouch in there was maybe kind of took some things from some of the students without that you shouldn't have taken, and put it in your pouch. Because like that quill that found, and potentially if there was anything else that fell out that had been gathered at the time, those belonged to other people.
I was absorbed in the lecture. I didn't pay attention. My apologies. There's this, and he'll just pull out the little pink marble thing, be like, this is the only other thing I didn't recognize from my pouches. Is this one of your magic components someone's lost?
It's not that is a different pink, Eric. That is a different pink sphere.
It's small.
Because that's
like
this
marble
size versus the...
Yeah. That's completely different from yours.
Right.
I think you have.
I don't know what that is, if it's anything more than just a little pink marble. I don't know for sure. But I know that the quill that I gave to Charlie belonged to one of the students in there, and it was a fairly sentimental value item. So just, I'm not necessarily wanting to make a big deal or a big fuss about it, but maybe just try to discourage Baby from doing that unless we're, like, needing her to. Just because that might get her and potentially you into some trouble. At least in the city, especially.
I didn't expect there to be so many shiny things in a classroom, honestly.
Best to expect people in this, lots of people in the city just to have shiny things.
I'll have to help train her.
Just a thought. I'm only saying it because I'd rather there not be some issue for Baby when, like, some town's guard is catches her stealing something, and then that could potentially be a problem.
Oh, I hadn't considered that. Leister will take Baby off of their shoulder and just hold him like a burrito, like, we will talk about this later. Don't give me that face. Yes, you're very cute. Yeah, you're adorable. Yeah,
You gotta stay strong, Leister. Stay strong. You gotta stay strong. You gotta stay firm.
Okay. Yes.
Gotta stay firm.
Yes. Okay. We will talk about this. In big building places, we will not borrow as much. We will figure this out. Right. Stop looking at me like that. I have money now. I can buy you nice things. I'll buy you more pink orbs, I swear. Please? Deal? Yes. Okay, good.
That's all I had. Walk away, Shigman. Oh, I gotta babysit the lost tiefling.
And they were just, random students coming in and out. It's pretty busy. You were
Most of
able
that
to-
was trying to be fairly whispered.
Yeah,
tones.
I mean, you were able to find an area that, you don't really have to worry about other people listening in. That's not a problem.
Okay.
There's little groups of people chatting, everywhere.
But otherwise, I'm good to wait for Yacob. I didn't really have anything else until we get to talk to him.
Same.
All right.
Are we meeting him here, or are we meeting him somewhere?
That's exactly what I would like to know.
Trying to remember. I believe he said he was going to meet us out here after the lecture, if I'm not mistaken.
Well then, while we're waiting, I think I'm gonna go look at some more books.
Is there any particular section or whatever you want to go to?
If I could, I'd like to look at applications for permanent enchantment and how they function.
All right. I mean, you're only gonna have like half an hour.
Yeah. That's
And Charlie, the gnomish woman at the front counter, she'll tell you. Oh yes, magical enchantments, over there in the corner.
Oh, thank you very
And
much.
She'll kind of quickly stand up on her little chair and point. Let me get an investigation check with disadvantage. What's everybody else doing for the next half hour?
Wait.
Yeah, in the waiting room.
Pink spiders, any of them, anywhere.
All right. Holy shit on that roll from Duthryn. And let me get a perception check from you, please.
As a quick question, Eric, could we have counted the lecture and this time as a short rest?
Well, Alcaeus did it because he was sleeping. You were taking notes, so that would, I don't think that would be like light activity. So no, not this particular. Yeah, only Tyler got that.
Yay, low intelligence.
Yeah, only because you fell asleep. Lysa, you do not see any pink spiders anywhere. And all right, Duthryn, within the half an hour, you're able to, find some books that have some relevant information relatively quickly, but you don't have too much time to actually read through it. Is there anything in particular about enchantment or whatever that you were trying to find an answer to, or just like general stuff?
More the reason as to why they're permanent, as to why other effects aren't.
Okay. All right. In the little bit of time that you were able to spend, pouring through those books, the only information that you can really pick out is that it has to deal with, the enchantments. They vary depending on what the enchantment is for, and they also deal with more powerful enchanters, have an easier time of creating, items with longer durations, and also, whatever it is that's being enchanted, like the actual item, the quality of the item, or the materials used can also, play a role in the duration of any given enchantment. That's kind of like what you pick up in that half an hour. Definitely a lot more information to be gleaned given the proper time.
Yep.
All right. So half an hour or so goes by, and you see Yacob, coming out of the library, through the counter, and he's talking, with a female tiefling student. Pretty typical, just, the bright red skin, jet black hair, big, ram horns, and she's wearing black robes. And they're talking, and then, as he sees you guys, he kind of nods to her, and then she kind of does like a quick little bow, and then she like wanders off. He's like, good to see you all. All right. Ooh, what'd you think of that lecture?
Best nap I've ever had.
I saw you back there. I appreciate you not snoring.
It was an interesting lecture, but a little over my head, to be perfectly honest. I could tell my notes weren't having some trouble keeping up on the notes I was trying to take.
Sometimes it's a little bit harder actually in the front row, because even though you don't see it, it's like everybody is standing at the back of your head, and subconsciously, it kind of messes with the brain sometimes. But it's also, I went over a lot of stuff. So, but if you have any specific questions, that's kind of like one of my specialties. Elementals and genies in particular. As I mentioned before, some of you and I, we have similar gifts. And my gifts just happen to come from a genie. So, come, let's get out of here, and we can go eat something, and we're going to actually have Pip come and meet us at the house later on. So, what do you guys say? You hungry?
I'm sure I could eat. I'm sure we could all eat.
Sounds fun to me.
Sounds good. Oh, you're new.
Oh, yes, I am. Hello.
Oh, pleasure to meet you. And he offers his hand and bows his head.
She'll wave. I believe this is the greeting?
That's fine. That's fine. He'll wave, I am Yacob Farud. Pleasure to meet you. And I guess you were on the boat too?
I was. My name is Duthryn Alorsath. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss Alorsath.
Duthryn is fine.
Miss Duthryn. And so he'll go to the start walking out or whatever. He kind of waves over to Jarly. See you later. I'm done for the day. Take any messages. Have a good night. Whatever. And then he'll open the door for everybody to leave.
Am I allowed to take the books out, or do they have to stay here?
Oh no. Everything here is a reference. Unless you're a student, there's certain allowances.
I see. Ogolo, could you return this to her? Ogolo will grab the book and start heading back to the gnome lady.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Thank you.
Duthryn there had a similar experience to me, where she just kind of popped out of one of those odd portals.
Yeah, that's interesting. We've been looking into that a little bit, and it's not too much information, really.
No, time seemed to not exist when I was in there.
Really?
It seemed like I was... Maybe it did exist, I just couldn't comprehend it because there was nothing but darkness. But it just seemed like I was following another member from the boat, and then next thing I know, I'm popping out in the middle of woods.
Another member? Which one?
I think he was another artificer. He had a metal dog with him.
Oh. What was his name? Nathan or something? Was it Nate?
Don't
Nat.
think I ever got it.
Nat. Wonder where he went. Oh wait, never mind. I remember.
That was not that one's. That's an interesting path he ended up taking.
Yeah, that was interesting that Avatar of Death had such an interest in them specifically, especially when they came here looking for you. And he kind of like looks over to Alcaeus.
I don't want to talk about it.
That's fair. Let's eat. Come. Lunch is on me. And he'll go out to the front. And you leave the doors up top, and you're like on a platform that has stairs going down. He looks over and like in the like slightly off to the academy, you can see I guess like a parking area where there are like wagons and whatever. And he just goes and he waves, and his wagon starts coming, being drawn by the giant scorpion. Everybody can hear the little clicking, as it hits the street. And this beautiful carriage, stops at the bottom of the stairs, and the door opens. The carpet rolls out like a little slide, and then it firms up to be those stairs. And after you.
I would very much like to inspect your wagon.
I'm not going to read into that, but yes, come inside.
Now is it time to worship the... What's it again? I can't remember God's names.
Well, not that you're doing any worshipping inside this wagon. Let's go.
Everybody gets inside?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. This carriage, it's beautiful, ornate, covered, carriage. And when you get inside, for the people who haven't been inside before, inside is much larger than the outside would, lead to make you believe it could be. It's definitely some kind of magic involved with this. But inside here, it's a nice, 25-foot square room. There's couches and tables, and there's liquor and all different kinds of like cool things and stuff, like a lounge type whatever. And then he's there. He's like, so what has it been like for the last few days?
It's all been kind of a blur for me.
And it's been very slow and kind of confusing for us.
Has it? Well, tell me, did you find what you were looking for?
Yes.
Well, sort of. We didn't
Yes.
find like a portal like we thought might find on the map. That kind of distinction may not necessarily be as accurate.
I see.
But we found what was in the spot that it pointed to on the map. Yacob, do you know anything of any stories about a creature named Jodnam or Nedwick?
No, those names, I've never heard them before outside of this party, actually. The elfin priestess, Malika, she mentioned the name. Other than that name is pretty unfamiliar to me.
We think we're finding almost marks of where some of that curse is entering into this land.
How do you mean?
When we were traveling through the forest, before we found what we found, there was an area of the forest that was just seemed very twisted and almost corrupted. We ran into some different fae folk and things like that could live in a forest such as that, but we came across a part of the river running through that was almost still and viscous, and these weird pods that when I opened one up, it was like small, almost spiders falling out of it. None alive, as I could tell. But it just seemed like...
Did you take one as a specimen?
I didn't. Unfortunately, when we were dealing with it, we started hearing, we actually got attacked and nearly died thanks to a chimera that was using hunting in the forest.
A chimera.
So we...
That's very odd. They usually are under the command of something else.
So we left that area fairly quick because we weren't sure where that was coming from, and we needed to get away. So, because, like I said, nearly killed me. As we were figuring some stuff out, we met a strange elf fella that didn't give us a name other than friend, and he kind of guided us to we found a tree. A little ways into the forest that he guided us to, and it was guarded by some sort of wood and stone creature that while we fought, Regis found this, and I pull out the pink sphere. He could describe the chamber a little better it was in, but
All right. His eyes get huge when you pull that out. It's like, wow.
It's some kind of spell component. It helps with conjuration magics.
Conjuration magics. And you say the creature outside, that almost sounds like some kind of elemental influence. What kind of abilities did it have?
well, it could travel through the ground. It was very big.
It couldn't die.
It kept bringing it. We had to beat it back a number of times before we were able to escape from it.
Was it undead?
It did something to me. I forget what it was. What did it do to me? It did something to me.
Let me get a quick history check from you.
Come on, Lester, remember better than me.
Hey, you remember a bunch of like swirling colors, like just erupting from the ground around you, and it hypnotized you.
Ah, okay, Lester will mention that.
It
It
also
had a party
seemed,
trick.
It also seemed very drawn to the spear because when I emerged with it, it immediately turned its attention to me.
Interesting. Okay, so it came back. It can hypnotize. Did it cast a spell? Like, did you hear anything? Do you remember? No, you don't.
I don't remember hearing it specifically speak anything.
It's very interesting. Unless, I don't
It
know.
couldn't be frightened.
It what?
It could not be frightened.
It could not be frightened.
Nope.
Could not be frightened. Interesting. That's something I should definitely look into because I don't think it does not sound familiar to me.
It also seemed unable to leave some sort of vicinity around the tree because it quit chasing us eventually.
It quit chasing you. When? Okay. How far did it chase you? Do you remember?
Well, we beat it back one last time, and it always seemed to regenerate first, starting around the tree, and then I don't quite remember how far away we were from the tree when we started, but it hasn't continued to chase us.
Or it could be
Obviously.
chasing us now.
Really?
Well, we did
And he
camp.
kind of like looks around.
I'm fairly
like,
certain it would have.
but-
Fairly certain it could have caught us when we were sleeping on
Yeah.
the way here.
I mean, it made it at least a couple hundred yards from the tree before we vanquished it the last time. But after that, we didn't see it because we were just running.
We don't know. It could even be the edge of the forest when we switched when we left the colored forest and made our way into the more into the regular woods. That could even have been its limit. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely look into this. Can any of you draw like maybe a sketch or something?
I could attempt.
We all can attempt.
I mean,
Let's all
Leicester,
attempt.
We could all.
All right,
Leicester
so
could
I tell you,
sculpt it.
let's just could sculpt it. All right. I tell you what. After lunch, we'll go back to my place. We'll talk. We're gonna have a little bit.
I know what. Here.
Yeah.
Duthryn will pull out her smith tools
Uh-huh.
and grab a knock on her pauldron a bit, and I'll use magical tinkering to make an image of the creature appear on it.
Pull it up. Let me see what that does.
Yep.
Just go to your character sheet and then hit the little.
There you go.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Very cool.
It can be a picture or text up to 25 words.
That is really awesome. Yeah, so there's a little hologram projector, like,
Yeah.
and it creates this image, this small-scaled image of that creature, and it's like kind of just spinning. So you're getting like the 360 view.
It looked like that.
Wow, is fascinating. And he's kind of studying it, you know. He almost looks like he's scanning it with his eyes, going from head to toe as it spins. It's very interesting. I'll definitely look into that. I'm not too sure of any elemental that's like that. So, we'll see.
May I have a drink?
Oh,
She'll
of
point over
course.
at the alcohol.
Yeah, help yourself. Help yourself.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure. So just, idle chit-chat. And you guys kind of... You're in the cart for, 15, 20 minutes or so. And then he stops, stops and the door opens. And you guys are in front of the Polished Lantern. Which is, the very nice place. It's like, all right. I have a private room that I can rent because they won't allow us in the common area with the way some of you are appearing right now.
Lester just starts brushing off dust.
No, it's okay. Don't even worry about it. They just, they're going to take care of us. It's fine. Don't worry. I would prefer it to be a private anyway. So, he'll open the door after you. Let everybody out.
Duthryn's gonna grab a couple bottles and attempt to leave the carriage with them.
You grab a couple bottles.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. You grab a bottle in each hand. 2 random liquors.
Yep.
Okay. He kind of looks at you.
You don't mind, do you?
No. Just it's interesting.
I first tasted these when I came up above the sea, and they taste so good.
Yeah, they are nice quality. Do you have to drink a lot? Like, are you going to dry out or something?
No, I just really like the taste of it.
All right. Well, gonna have to put those away before we go inside.
Oh, okay. She'll stick them in her
All right.
bag of holding.
Cool. And then, all right, yeah. So it takes you to the front. It's a nice, entrance with a carpet and there's people all dressed up nice. And he kind of walks towards that and then turns. And he's like, all right, no, this way. And he kind of like leads you around. And there's like a service entrance. And, he goes in a little slat, about like eye level opens up. And there's like these dark red eyes on the other side. And they don't even say anything, and Yacob doesn't say anything. And then it closes, and then, quickly opens. And it just leads down like kind of like a dark hallway. Not dark, dimly lit, so there's like little candelabras hanging from, not candelabras, little candle holders, I guess, attached to the wall. And it's a little hallway, and he walks in. He's like, all right, come on, don't touch anything. And he walks inside.
I quietly mentally add to my note that Duthryn is a lush.
You'll go inside?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, following.
Yes, sir.
Lester is football holding baby to make sure she doesn't touch it.
Okay.
They're being made aware.
All right. You'll go inside. The door closes behind you, and there's nobody there. And Yacob, he just kind of like continues walking. And then there's a door on the side that he opens up. And he's like, all right, this is where we'll be eating lunch. And this is like a nice little private room, maybe 15 feet across, 20 feet wide, large rectangular table in the middle with probably, 10 chairs. And that's it. Other than that, the room is fairly nondescript. No windows, nothing like that. And it's kind of lit from an unknown source. You can go in whenever you like.
Duthryn will walk in.
So yeah, walk in.
Shuffle in, find a seat.
He'll he'll be the last person to enter. And it's like,
Yacob,
go ahead. Yeah, Yacob.
do they have a booster seat for me?
Booster seat. That's funny. You know, I don't know if there's booster seat. Just sit in the chair. It'll be fine for you. And
I'll stand up.
and then what he does is he kind of looks down the hallway and he kind of motions with his finger up in the air like a little swirling thing. You know, just kind of like woo woo. You know, I don't know how else to describe that. And then he comes inside. He's like, all right, so think of what you want to eat. You know, somebody's gonna come shortly, take our order. And so he just goes and sits down. You know, he sits in the middle on one of the long sides of the table. You know, not at the end or anything. And gets everybody to sit. Yes, maybe.
Yes.
I didn't. Yeah.
Duthryn
okay.
will sit down.
Okay.
Are we Last Supper sitting all on one side, or how are we doing this?
Well, there's 4 on either side, and 1 on either end.
I'll sit across from Yacob.
Okay.
Where is Yacob sitting? Or has he not sat yet?
He's in the middle on one of the sides.
Okay. I'll go to the, I guess, head of the table that's facing the door
Okay. That's cool.
and stand on the chair.
No, you go to sit on the chair and it raises.
Does it? Alright.
Yeah, why not? Let's do that.
High chair instead.
Yeah, it's D&D. I got shit like that.
We're rolling with Yacob. He's got stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
True.
I guess I'll sit next to Fomher.
Okay.
And nobody's gonna say yes to Yacob. Yeah, I'll go sit next to Yacob.
Okay.
I won't be afraid.
It's just easier to have a conversation when you're looking at someone versus having to turn your neck.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Alright, so tell me about the chamber. And did you grab a leaf from this big tree? Anything? Do you have anything to study?
Unfortunately, the only thing I at least know we have is the sphere that was taken from the chamber.
Well, that's definitely interesting. I mean, we should try and figure out what that's for, you know. But
Regis can give you a little bit more about the chamber itself. He was able to fit underneath the roots of the tree to get down to it.
Yeah. Tell me about this. Well, what was it like in there? Any symbols?
It wasn't really underneath the tree. It's a completely different space in reality. It was pitch black, except three pink glowing torches, one of which I dispelled to see what would happen, but it just went out. And the sphere was floating above a pedestal, glowing the same as the torches until I removed it with a little bit of magic. Couldn't really see around the room to see much detail besides the pedestal.
Alright. And I guess you just kind of took it and ran then, right?
Well, yes, my companions were fighting outside.
Alright. No, that's good. That's effective, you know? I'm sure whatever it is that you acquired is the most important thing in that chamber. That's interesting. So, what about the travels? Anything interesting in the travels? How did you go? Did you just cut through the woods? Did you stick to the roads?
We took the roads the entire time, as much as we could. Leister really helped keep us on the road and keep us on path, for the most part.
Although we did get lost in the woods for about a day, looking.
Well, that was once we got to the colored forest. That was we were in that forest on our way there. We ran into some creatures on the road. Eric is trying to remember the description of them because I didn't write them down.
The fallout.
The
Bugs.
crawdad people?
Yeah, them.
Yes.
Alright.
They made things glow, magic things.
Really?
Then they turned Alcaeus into a light bulb.
Interesting. You didn't see anybody traveling on the road? Nobody? I heard something crazy happened up in Bacanunya. The bridge is taken out and people are like trying to, I guess, evacuate.
Oh no.
I haven't heard that far. I think we didn't see anyone. We didn't head that far north.
Ran into some of the locals, but they did
We
like
did.
a little illusion thing on the road. I mean, what else? Wyvern.
Yeah, we fought off a wyvern.
Okay.
I had a conversation with one of the members of the Fey folk.
They kept talking to us.
I don't know this fella was the same as the ones talking to us throughout. His voice was a little different.
You're hearing multiple voices while you were in the area?
Once we got to
Something
the
was
colored
following.
forest, speaking the Fey folk language, the Sylvan language.
They were watching.
And they let you... They didn't stop you.
No. We were able to pass through. We actually, until the Chimera, we weren't having too much of a problem traveling through just walking through the forest. It just took us a while to find what we were looking for.
It's very interesting. Could you map out like the area that you traversed? Like, would you be able to remember and try and do a map from memory or anything?
We could try. I'm sure we could try between all of us, and Leicester with some of the, since you led us through, might be able to piece through if we talk about kind of the directions we went.
Yes, perhaps.
I mean, it would be nice, if you could. I mean, whatever area, you can map out for future, exploration or whatever.
If you've got any more copies of the kind of map you lent us before,
Yeah,
of just the regional map, but once we get back to your home, we could do our best to try to draw at least a rough sketch of kind of the pathing we took and explain kind of what we found.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to mark off the area with the viscous river that you mentioned and the pods. I'm sure a lot of the students would be interested possibly in exploring. All right, sounds good. All right, you hear a knock at the door. And he's like, "Come in." Door opens, and there's like a half-orc, gentleman-looking individual, tall, 6.5 feet tall. Decently built. Hair is very well groomed, neatly manicured, like mutton chops. And he has like his 2 tusks, popping up. And they are like immaculately cleaned, like they look like they were just like bleached or whatever. And he's wearing, a nice pair of slacks with a vest, and a nice button-up shirt. And he has a little pad and a pen. And he's like, "I am here to take your order, Mr. Yacob. It's a pleasure to see you again. What will it be this time?" And Yacob, "You know me. I like the usual. What do you all want?"
Do you have crab?
Yes, we do. We do have crab.
I'll take some crab.
All right, very well.
I've been really craving some roasted rabbit as of late.
Roasted what? I'm sorry? Oh,
Rabbit?
wrong voice. Roasted rabbit. Sure, we can do that.
Wonderful.
Leicester's just glaring.
I saw something as we were walking around today and just wondered, curious about a dish. I think it was something, moussaka. I think I saw it was called.
What is it? Not a game.
It's an eggplant dish that's kind of a layered eggplant dish.
Moussaka.
Yeah.
Yes, we can put that together for you. Yes.
Can
Oh,
I just have like a leg of an animal?
cooked?
Oh, please, yes. I'm not a...
Okay, sure. Yes, we can do that for you. Yes. All right, and well, yeah, all right. They'll take your orders, and
One
yeah.
one leg of animal, please.
Like a crab leg.
They'll take down with drinks and food and whatever you guys want.
Alcaeus, do you not just want a bowl of meat?
I mean, I could put it in a bowl, but I don't know how big a bowl I have to bring.
A meat salad, if you will.
Mm,
And,
that sounds good.
And then the guy will leave, and then Yacob will just get back, idle chit chat. If there's anything you guys want to bring up, go for it or ask questions or whatever.
Yacob, is there anyone at the academy? Because I know you mentioned your specialty is more with genies and things of that nature. Is there anyone in the academy that specializes in like the Shadowfell or the Fey Realm or anything of that nature?
Well, Professor Buttons, she deals with the Fae. She's enchantress, The Shadowfell, not so much. We do have one of the high wizards from the temple actually comes and doubles here as a teacher, but they are very reclusive. You'll never get a meeting with them. It's just not going to happen.
Well, we do still need to see Professor Button at some point. If we haven't, we've found some of the things that she mentioned that we might be able to turn into the academy for some ingredients.
Oh, that's excellent. So, Alcaeus, how was the? You guys went out. How was it?
Fomher just sits back and just enjoys the story.
No, it was great. We went to eat at a place I wasn't expecting. She was underdressed, so she had to do some magic, so that was weird. We ate, rode around, and then I smacked her head off the door. And
Really?
last time I talked to her, yeah.
Is that like a cultural thing?
No, that was a mistake.
Oh wow! It's like things like that never happen in real life. It's like a game or a movie or something.
Out of curiosity, Yacob, because I understand you may not be too close, but has Professor Buttons has any word about her well-being after that evening? Did she have to take some time the next day?
No, she's fine. She's
nursing a head injury.
She's a tough kitty, She's fine. She's fine. It's like she didn't even mention any kind of accidents or discomfort. She's as perky as is, and no, she just she. From what I do gather, because her and I we're close. She seems to like you, but she feels like she might have come on a little too thick, which, I don't know how you Tabaxi and Leonin are, as far as, mating rituals go. But, yeah, I'm just trying to see what it was like from your side,
I was quite embarrassed. It went fine up until I was embarrassed, but then that just ruined the whole night.
Well, that's a pride thing,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You get it? Pride? Yeah, okay.
Yep, yeah, I got it, yeah.
And, alright, yeah, I'm funny sometimes. And, yeah, well, I'm sure you can make it up to her, it's, but actually, we did come here, and, we're gonna wait for Pip, but, we were kind of almost in a little bit of a time crunch. We were able to find where the other Cota map is. There's a place it's called Bow Summit, but it's kind of far. And I have a friend who has a boat, a merchant who kind of travels amongst the isles. And if you can get to Bamboo Camilla within the next, let's say, 10, 11 days, I could get you on that boat. to take you to the next place. If you miss the boat, then you just have to find another way. But it's kind of like, it's far. It's like 250 miles away, so that's almost like pushing it, you know? So unless like you guys somehow have a faster means of travel, you know. But again, we'll talk more about that later on. It's good to see you all here. You know, and food should be coming any minute, like now. And the door opens, you know, and a couple of people come in with like little platters, you know, and they put the food down in front of each of you, you know, on this like this nice platter, and then they uncover it, and it has whatever you're looking for. And Tyler, you know, when they uncover it, there's just like animal legs,
Yes.
from like from the knee to the hip, you know.
Lion.
It's just like
And
this
tiger.
big chunk of some kind of animal leg.
Just watching Leicester.
Oh yeah, there's rabbit, whatever, yeah.
Leicester's just eating with their dagger, glaring.
Wait, glaring at me eating my rabbit, or at all the?
Yeah,
the
no,
animal?
glaring at you.
At the rabbit.
Glaring at you
Okay,
specifically.
alright.
Leicester eating their fruit salad, just glaring at you.
And Yacob, he's eating like, you know, shellfish, like oysters and mussels, whatever, that nasty shit. All right, so all right, I'm assuming everybody's gonna eat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, if you guys want to take a long rest, I mean a short rest now, you can, you know, like between, you know, like you could have gotten it in between eating and a little traveling and relaxing or whatever. So whoever wants to take a short rest, you can go ahead and do that. You know, and you guys all eat, and then after that, he's like, people's going to be probably coming over about like 4 or 5, and it's now about 2:33. So you guys have a couple hours to relax if you want. I'm going to go home. You're more than welcome to come relax at the house if you like, or do whatever. So, but yeah, that's that.
I'm sure we could get to that if we go to your house. If we can get one of those maps, we might be able to spend that time while we wait on Pip, trying to figure out and marking down our travel in the forest.
Sure.
Unless anyone else has somewhere else they want to go, or Alcaeus, we could take care of that if you wanted to go drop off those ingredients.
Oh, by myself.
Yeah.
When I can. Yeah.
I'm just saying, especially if we're going to be, once whenever this conversation with Pip is done, if we need to make travel quickly, we kind of want to take care of all of our business here as fast as possible too. So
Yacob, do you know if there's any kind of carriage service between the two cities?
Well, no, there is not actually. That's one of the bigger problems. From here, everything south of here, this is kind of it. You know, there aren't really any established roads that go through the Shifting Sands Desert. So it's like you're gonna have to like travel around the desert and through the woods. You know, and then about 2 days south, there's a very large river that you're going to have to cross. Another option would be maybe trying to go north a little bit to where Bacanunya is, or you know there's a small swamp town that maybe you can try and get a boat and you know travel along the coast to Bamba Camila. There's a couple options. You know, when we get to the house, I can show you a couple different maps, and then you guys can you know kind of decide which options you would like to explore from that point.
Sounds good.
what I know is that the trying to rent some animals may be a little more frustrating than would be preferable.
Well, I mean, it depends. You know, some of the animals they may help you gain a little bit of speed. You know, and they definitely help carrying the different things. But again, like the terrain between here and there, it's unhospitable. It's heavy jungles, rivers, mountains. Very little as far as like civilization goes. You know, there are like little pocket communities here and there. you know, but you're not going to come across any villages or towns of significant size.
Gotcha. Alright.
Or at least ones that would be welcome to Outlanders, to us, you know.
I speak out of personal frustration. Your town's beastmaster needs to check his attitude.
Shamali. He's kind of set in his ways. He's actually a good person. He really is. You know, it's just he's very, very business oriented. He's just very focused. You know, on his animals. You know, that's it. I mean, you got to remember. I mean, like, you weren't here for it, but he loaned out a couple of his beasts, you know, to help find me. You know, and
I understand, and I remember them talking about it. It's just then he's needs to do a better job keeping an eye on some of his own animals in town. Then
oh, you
I don't know if you heard.
You ever have a dog or a cat, and they get out to your house by accident?
A dog and a cat's a little different than a tiger.
Well, I mean,
than a very large tiger.
It's respectively. It's, you know, I'm trying to compare the two. You know, the animal, it doesn't hurt anybody. It didn't hurt anybody. You know.
I mean, we stopped him and he was kind of rude, but he's just rude.
He just, well, that
He's not a
can
bad
happen.
guy. He's just not very nice.
Yeah, you ever hear of those people, like, you know, when their friends are like, well, you got to get to know him, you know, on the outside he seems like an asshole. That's like him.
As I look down at some of the gashes in any of the cloth of my clothing, didn't hurt anyone. All right.
As I look down at my rabbit and realize I'm also an asshole.
Yes.
That's funny.
And I love Leicester. The only part of the conversation after that, yes. Did you? No.
Go ahead.
There was one other character that we did meet in the forest, Yacob. Leicester really showed some social ability with the creatures of the forest. Made a great friend out of a rabbit.
He's just kind of looking like, is there more to the story?
Well, the rabbit actually liked Leicester enough that she joined us on a bit of our journey, and then let her go. And then, you know, I think there might be a litter of rabbits that are trying to fend for themselves now.
Oh, he kind of looks over at Leicester.
Leicester's just sinking under the table very slowly.
Well, survival of the fittest.
You just hear a whimper come from underneath the table.
May the fates look out for those little buddies. Yeah, so, you know, we just keep on eating, drink, be merry. You know, everybody can get their fill. And then after he's done or whatever. So yeah, if you want to come to the house and try and make those maps, I have the materials in my house. You want to look at some maps, I have that stuff too. It's up to you, whatever you like.
Yes, let's.
I'm game for that.
Alright, cool. So he will take everybody outside. You all hop into the carriage. And then oops. The carriage is drunk. Okay. And yeah. Then you all go to the lovely home. Regis and Duthryn, have you been in this home yet?
I have.
You have. Okay, Duthryn.
I don't think I have.
Okay, alright. So the carriage, it pulls up to this really beautiful sandstone house. It's huge, you know, so it's like there's like a driveway, and then, like, you know, like a little roundabout, that in the center of it is like this nice fountain, you know, and then the carriage, you know, stops on the opposite end of that, and there's some stairs going up, like marble stairs. You know, they go up to this little platform, and then these large, split archway wooden doors, that open up, and there are two humanoid figures dressed in robes, completely covered except for their eyes, and these robes are all like burgundy colored with like gold trim and stuff like that. And the two people greet everyone silently. The doors open, and he leads everybody inside to this beautiful round foyer that's about 25, 30 feet in diameter, and all around this whole thing, it's like a really like a heavy flowers and wide leaf plants and stuff, but everything's made of stone, like sculptures, and in the middle there's a nice little fountain again, with like this feminine figure, as the centerpiece of this little fountain. And then there's staircase going up, and then there's doors, leading to different areas. And he says, all right, if you like, you can go to the study. If you want, you can take a bath, you can do whatever. I'll be in the study in like half an hour. I'm going to go say hello to my wife real quick, and I'll see you all shortly. Make yourselves at home. The rooms are still available, if you want to relax up there. You know the deal. And I will see you all in a little bit. And then,
Are the materials or the maps and everything in the study, or are they?
Yes.
We need to have those together.
There's paper, there's ink, there's lots of things.
All right. Shall we, everyone, and see if we can figure out, looking at the map, where we kind of traveled?
I'm sure all of us together could make some headway.
All right, so let's say for the next half an hour, what do you guys want to collectively do until Yacob comes back?
Try to map out. I think at least my thought is try to map out our path, at least roughly in the forest, specifically trying to pinpoint around where the kind of corrupted area of the forest was and where the tree was.
Okay. All right, cool. We'll do a group skill check, and you can either roll history, or you can roll cartography tools if you have proficiency with that, or I guess just an intelligence check.
Of course, I have navigator's tools, which is good for the ocean. But everyone rolling, you said, for a group.
Yeah, everybody's rolling. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, collectively, you're able to look at this map, and collectively, everybody is like, okay, this is where the tree was. This is where the pods were. Leicester's like, this is where I left the bunny.
I was literally gonna say that. You guys,
so they mark it.
And where's the bunny
this is
nest?
where I last saw the bunny.
The bunny nest is way over here?
Yeah, so yeah.
So we know the bunny nest is right at the entrance of the road, so we know that we already
Bunny
is
was
to the
put
south.
down somewhere. The bunny wasn't that far from something we did. I can't remember.
It was like the next day, wasn't it? 24
Yeah, it was
hours,
like
24 hours of travel.
right after.
24
somewhere
hours
where we
of
camped.
uninhibited ranger travel.
Because when we camped near the south of the forest, like near the south end of the forest, because that's where we first heard the chimera and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The flopping noises. All right, so half an hour zooms by. You guys get a quick map together, and you mark off, the areas, and Yacob comes back, and he's like, all right, just a little bit of time before Pip comes, and then that's it. So if you guys want to clean up or whatever, if you want to do anything for the next hour or so, or you want to just fast forward, let me know.
Oh, I'll go. I'm not. Other than I will say we could fast forward, but Fomher does go get cleaned up. Like hops in the bath,
Okay.
gets cleaned up, that kind of stuff.
Very cool.
Yeah, bath time.
Duthryn will also
Bath.
get cleaned up.
Yes, you must join the group bonding of bath time.
Oh, is it all just one?
Yep, it's kind of a bathhouse setup.
One big bath.
Okay.
Yeah, they all lead you to the bath area, and this room has kind of like a Roman theme to it. It's probably like 30 or 40 feet across, and in the center is a 25-foot square pool, that has like a bench that kind of wraps around just inside, the outer lip, and there's a little staircase that goes inside, and it's like there are like Roman pillars, and there are little privacy like dividers, like portable walls that people can change behind or whatever. There are hooks with like robes and stuff that are hanging from them, comfy robes, and like this room is lit from an unknown source, and it's like the light seems to be coming, there's something coming from inside the water, and because like the ripples on the top are being seen across the walls and the ceiling, like the reflection of the light and stuff. So
We now have a pertinent question on this. Is now that we've added now that we have someone of the opposite gender with us, is there separation in the bath, or is it all unisex?
oh, it's all open.
Just start stripping. Cannonball.
Yeah,
Little halfling.
the little
starts
raccoon,
running.
raccoon cannonball to follow the halfling cannonball.
Oh yeah. Sploosh. Yeah, Regis jumps in, everybody's expecting a splash, and instead it's like bloop.
Baby does it. There's huge waves.
Sploosh.
Duthryn will touch her armor and it starts peeling off like a second layer of skin.
Actually, why don't you describe your character? Because we can hear you now.
Okay. So her armor is scale mail, and the helmet is like a cephalopod kind of. But she has, without that, she has green skin or green hair with a blue skin and some tattoos on her. Well, hold on, let me pull up my character sheet so I don't mess things up. Yeah. So she's about 5'5". Not really. She's lithe, but kind of athletic, but not really.
Any fins?
Yeah, she does have. She has some smaller fins on her forearms and the side of her calf, and her ears are kind of finned. But other than that, she looks mostly human-ish.
Alright, cool. Alright, so you do something to your armor, it starts peeling back.
Yep.
Yeah,
And it takes an action for me to remove it because of the magical enchantment I have on it.
that's pretty badass. Very cool. Alright, you getting in the water?
You should just run and dive in
Alright.
head first and probably
Yeah.
realize our mistake afterward.
No, it's all good. I mean, it's not very deep and stuff like that, but when Duthryn dives into this water, there's almost like no splash. It's like, think of like the ultimate Olympic free diver, and it's like just like
Have you guys seen Coneheads?
yes, there you go. Okay, that works. There you go. There's like no ripple, or it's like minimal. Stuff
What
like
a pull though, because
No. Yeah, so everybody chills for a little bit, cleans up, and eventually, Pip will arrive unless you guys are doing something before he gets there.
nope. At least I didn't plan on.
Nope.
Nothing but drinking.
All right, cool. You've been drinking like nonstop since, right?
Pretty much.
All right, let's get a contract from you.
Drinking in a hot tub? Oh no, that's not good.
Oh no.
You want a save?
Yeah, Constitution saving throw. Unless
Probably
you're-
can't drown.
No, I can't.
Just slips down and keeps breathing.
Leicester's
Okay,
never looked
yeah.
more scared of anything.
Yeah, you take it in like a champ. So, all right, cool. So,
Yes.
what's up?
I was just gonna say she has like 3 livers. We just don't know the anatomy.
Yeah, there's something going on with that. And all right. Eventually, you guys will get out. I guess dry up, do whatever, and then go back to the study. That's where Yacob will tell you that Pip's gonna be meeting everybody, and let me know when everybody's ready.
Duthryn's ready.
Not ready.
Yeah.
I definitely think that Alcaeus should lead all the conversations with Pip.
Yeah. Hello. All right. So everybody's in the study, and this little familiar-looking raccoon individual comes inside, and he's carrying like his arms are just like filled with like just scrolls and like maps that are rolled up and things like that in one hand, and in the other one he's holding his staff. And he comes into the to the study, and I don't know. You want to do some improv, Tyler? You're happy to see everyone.
I don't even know what I have in my hands.
Pip, how you been?
Oh, good. Good. Thanks for asking. Been doing a lot of research. It's been great. How you guys been?
Well, good overall. Nearly died a couple of times, but
Oh, yeah. That seems like a common theme for this group.
you missed some fun. We fought a chimera, we fought a wyvern, we fought some weird elemental guardian type thing.
Finding
And-
small
and-
animals I could talk to?
There, as a matter of fact, Leicester made a friend. And then lost a friend.
Oh no.
Well, we don't know for sure that anything bad happened to the friend. We just don't know if the friend got back to its litter of babies.
It survived a chimera fight. I think she was very capable.
Well, that sounds like a strong friend.
It was a rabbit. It was a rabbit. Pip that we met. Ran into a small rabbit that Leicester brought along with us in the forest, and then there was, a den of baby rabbits.
It's always the rabbits, never the weird god we met. No, it's the rabbits. The rabbits
what?
are the important
The
thing.
weird what? We wasn't a god.
What?
I don't think we met a god. We met
I
a,
thought that strange guy was very strange, and I assumed
the
things.
our friend.
Yes, the friends.
That friend, the
He-
actual elf. He was just an elf, as far as I
Are
could
you
tell.
sure? He was talking about gods as if they were kids he grew up with.
I mean,
Is that normal?
when you are a follower of a deity, you can feel like you have a closeness to him.
He was talking about the one that people always talk about. That's bad, as if she was a child. I just assumed things from that.
And what about the stars? Did any of you look at the stars?
I gotta say, did not pay attention too much to the stars, but I also don't know them as well as you do, Pip. So I don't know that I would have gotten much information from that.
That's okay.
I feel like I've disappointed everyone here. We didn't get a leaf or any sort of sample
We
of
have
the
to write this down.
spiders. We didn't look at the stars. Like, we're just disappointing people now.
We need to keep a list and just bring everything back.
You haven't disappointed me yet.
Yeah.
Just you wait. We're gonna make that a priority. No.
I do have this scrolls here, so
Yeah. So, Pip and Yacob, what'd you find?
All right, excellent. All right, so Pip will start, like go to a table and unravel some of these large maps, and put like little rocks, or not rocks, but paperweights. There you go. Different things on the corners, to hold these in place. And the first one will be. Let's see. Can anybody see anything?
Yeah, I see the big map.
You do? Okay, cool.
Ooh, map with hexes or big hexes.
Okay.
Oh, this is so much more zoomed out than any of the other maps. Oh.
All right. You guys are like right over here. Okay?
Ooh.
Like right on the north, whatever. This map doesn't show the roads, but you guys have let's see. You guys have kind of done something like this. Whatever. Alright, you guys have kind of done like that. You guys went this way. That was earlier, but you guys are kind of right here. Okay? The tree was about like right here.
Eric,
Yes.
it'd be a pain. Can you use a different color so I can actually see the line?
Oh shit. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Like my two worst colors. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. My bad. My apologies. Let me see if I can. How's that?
Thank you.
That
Thank
work?
you.
Okay,
Yes.
cool.
That
Is
is-
yellow
Come on,
better?
Jeremiah. Come on.
All right. So that's kind of like where you guys have kind of been so far. This is the river that you guys are gonna have to cross. All right, which is like the biggest immediate problem. All right, I'm gonna switch maps again.
I feel like getting across the desert might be the biggest immediate problem.
Well, that's if you go through it.
Yacob said to go around would be better,
Yeah. All right. Can
or
you
to
guys...
take a boat.
All right. Hold on. Let me...
we zoomed out even more now.
Oh my gosh.
Can you guys see? You see the whole map?
Just a little bit.
Just a
It
little
is.
bit.
Just
Okay.
a little bit
Just
around.
the smallest amount.
All right. Hold on. I'm trying to put the.
There is lighting.
There we go.
What's the opposite of enhance?
Oh,
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. So you guys are where you guys are on the left, like way on the left. And where you gonna go? As soon as I get my map situated, bear with me. All right. Can you guys see it clearly?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The Cota map is down here
Hmm.
on the bottom.
Ah.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. That's called Bow Summit. All right. What you're gonna do is you're going to Bemba Camillo, which is right where here is. So you're looking at about 250 or so miles. All right, Pip.
Mhm.
Your home is like over here, somewhere over here, maybe a little bit further south by this waterfall. Okay.
All right.
So you need to get over here to get to a boat, and then that boat is going to take you through here. Oops. Nope. Nope. Bad. Okay. It's gonna take you to like here, and then you guys can like hot foot it from figure it out from there, or The boat continues going this way, and it'll drop you off in the ocean if you like. But give or take. That place is called Amunet.
How nice of them.
Well, I mean, they can, Yacob.
Go jump out, guys.
Yeah, Yacob is, he'll have like a small boat for you guys on there, like a lifeboat or something. It's not just like, all right, guys, get out.
I was just picturing.
I'd be okay
I was
with
just
that.
picturing Alcaeus sinking.
All right, so that's kind of like what you guys got to do. So you got about 250 miles from Ibat to. Oh, I'm so sorry, Regis. Jeremiah. Hold on. That's my default.
In the
color.
blue, it was okay. It's just
Yeah,
when you-
I'm gonna switch it back to the blue. I'm sorry. It's my default color. Hold on. There we go. That should. Oh, stop it. No.
make you all blind this with.
Alright. Why is it not changing? I see a purple happy face. Oh, see, this is when people start complaining about Roll20, but it's not Roll20. It's just me being stupid.
So we should just start complaining about you then.
That's fine. You could do
Nah.
You heard it, guys. He gave us permission.
Alright, I can see.
I don't know why it's not letting me change the damn color. It's like putting all these damn blue boxes. Alright, I'm just gonna read. Alright, hold on, wait. No, it's getting out of control. Hold on.
I can see the one that was hard. The one in the water is okay because it's in the water.
I'm sorry,
I think it's just the
Landon.
land.
Don't take this personal. I'm just clearing the board. I'm so sorry.
It was only about the
This is
smiley
better.
face.
As long as you don't draw dicks on my page, I'm good.
I will now resist that temptation.
Yeah, please do. No, seriously.
No,
Don't do it.
no going all Laura
One
Bailey
thing.
on the maps.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. I just write last wills and testaments sometimes if I'm especially depressed.
Dick sculptures
Okay.
everywhere.
So, all right. So that's Bemba Camillo, right? This X,
Hmm.
and you guys are gonna get taken from Bemba Camillo to over here, which is a place called Amunet, and you guys are over there. So you got about it's 250 miles to Bemba Camillo,
In 10 or
And-
11 days.
and the boat will be there in 11. It departs in 11 days.
And Yacob, what you mentioned 2 different ways you get there quick. What were they?
Well, the easiest way would be to jump on the ship and have them take you to Amunet, and then you figure it out from there. So you're talking to Bemba Camillo? Okay.
Yes.
You can either go
right.
on land or you can go on water, whatever you want. The problem is if you're going to go by water, the closest place that would have a ship large enough to make that journey is up here in Bacanunya, and they would have to, take you that way.
So we'd have to go a few days north first, and then.
And hope that there's a ship ready to depart with us.
Correct.
Not just that, there's also that sea creature that terrorized
Well,
the
yeah,
port.
Bacanunya is not doing too well right now, from what I understand.
And the other way on land, what known dangers or obstacles are there?
I've never traveled myself.
None? Okay.
I've never done that, so I'm not sure. I don't even know if these maps are accurate.
Well, Pip, have you traveled that way before?
No. I came through a portal, just like the rest of you.
I see.
So,
Oh, okay, but the whole thing with Pip, real quick, is that if Pip wants to, he can participate on this journey, and then once you guys get to Bemba Camilla, then he'll leave and go home.
oh no.
I mean, hoping.
He's like, is he allowed to come but me not do anything with him?
That looks like a hairy ball sack with ears.
That wasn't my intention, I swear.
It's a Canadian penis.
Just
Oh.
All right, so I'll tell you what. It's almost 8 o'clock, so let's take a break here. You guys can think. I'm gonna leave this map up here, so that way you guys can, whatever. You guys are gonna have copies of this map, so they will be in the handouts. So you don't have to screenshot or do anything stupid. So all right. So if you're out there, and you're watching, thanks for sticking around. We're gonna take our break real quick, and we'll be back in about 20 minutes. See y'all soon. Hello.
Hello.
Did we lose a Regis?
Yeah. Hopefully they'll reboot or something.
No, not the cleric.
Another cleric. Well, you might have a druid temporarily.
Temp Druid.
That's if.
Hey, okay. So
That's it.
having my mic up. All right. Jeremiah sent me a message. His internet went out.
Okay. All right. That's cool. No worries. They'll come back when they can.
Yep.
No worries.
I figured if you could give me a 2-game pass, you might give him 1.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Nope.
I'm a pretty decent person, I think. You know, it takes a lot
Yeah.
to for me to kick you out of game. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Kind of takes a lot. Depends on my mood. All right. All right. So we are back. Okay. Guys, we've had a little bit of time to maybe look at this map or whatever, but they're in the handouts. All right. So each of you should be able to grab them from your journals. I will probably label them in time. So we could pick up whenever you guys like. You know, Pip's showing these maps, and you know, Yacob explained what he could do for you guys.
We show Yacob our work of finding the places.
Okay. This is great. I'm going to have a copy of this made, if you don't mind. And we'll start to study it a bit.
Where's that? Sorry, I'm trying to piece together where if we can now figure out where this tattered map is pointing to.
The tattered map. That's the one that tattered map.
That's the one. The really
one you got from
fragile
Trot?
green. Yes.
Where is that? Patch notes? What the hell is this? Updated dynamic lighting. No shit. I don't want that. Get out of here. Yeah, so that tattered map, that black and white one, that large one, that's an old map of like all of the islands.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see that in my journal. I know it's in there. What's it called?
Yeah,
large. I
tattered
have
map.
24 by 26.
Yeah,
I don't see that.
it's like right underneath Yacob's or Jacob's.
I'm wondering if I have that in the wrong folder.
Yeah. Oh, it's in handouts.
It's in handles, right? It should be.
Yep. On mine, it's because actually the two
Oh, I
maps
got
you
it, I
just
got it,
gave
yeah.
us weren't in.
Okay.
The two maps you just gave us ended up they're not in handouts. They're
Alright. Yeah,
now
I'm putting them in handouts now. Okay. All right, cool. There you go. Sorry about that. Alright, so yeah, that Cota map is that, the mountain there, and Amunet. Alright, so the ship
Oh.
will be there in about 11 days. And it's about 250 miles, so that's going to be cutting it very close.
Trying to remember, what was our... We're not necessarily going to be going through... I'm sure we could maneuver it to be in forest most of the way, but...
Oh, yeah, I'm sure, like, from here to there, you know, I mean, for the most part, it's going to be heavy jungles. You know, there are going to be hills and mountains and swamps and other things mixed in, but for the most part, you know. The problem is I have no idea what the terrain is between here and Bemba Camila. I've never been.
Do you know of anyone in the city that has made that trek?
Not offhand. No, most of the traveling happens, you know, here and like a little north. Or if people are going to travel, they usually just go by ocean, by water. It's safer.
I feel like we're already cutting it close, so we don't necessarily have the time for that luxury.
See how fast your boats travel? Vehicles. No results, of course. Boat. Travel pace. Alright, so normal travel is going to be 24 miles or 3 miles an hour. You're going to be able to bypass a lot of the terrain issues because of Leicester. Just trying to figure out where the boats are. Where boats? Sometimes I don't care for the way Bill 20 has these books organized. But what can you do?
Yeah, I'm not even finding because I'm searching too, and on my phone I looked up how they're because depending on the type of ship determines like the travel pace.
Do you have that handy, like in your hand?
Yeah, I have it on my phone right now.
Okay, that's cool. Oh, mountain vehicles, I found it. All right, okay, let's see. Actually,
Oh wait, that's on Earth, so never mind. I was looking at the wrong thing.
Sailing ship is about 5 miles per hour. Just for a regular sailing ship.
I'm getting 2 miles an hour. Where are you getting that?
D&D Beyond.
Okay. Yeah, waterborne vehicles, sailing ship, I got 2 miles an hour, rowboat 1.5, longship 3, keelboat 1, and a galley 4.
Yeah, I think they updated the stuff in Saltmarsh. That's why the Saltmarsh sailing ship has 5 miles instead of 2.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, but a sailing ship, you know, I mean, you could travel. What would that be? 2 times 24 is 50 miles almost? 48 miles, give or take? Assuming you can find a ship and a captain and whatever. So it's up to you. What do you guys think?
It's a gamble if we head north and if we don't have a ship, then we've lost any chance of getting there on time for the actual important ship.
They didn't have many ships because of the sea monster problem.
Or at the very least, even if they had one, it'll be harder to get a captain to take us. If they're still dealing with that. Probably going to be better to go by foot and rely on some of your skills, Leicester, to help guide us through.
As long as we're through a forest or mountain, it'll be a little bit easier.
And if I go with you guys, I have cartography tools. That helps a little bit. I can navigate through stars. And I can make a map if anybody else wants to make the trek again. But I'm not going on the ocean. Ew.
Well, then I think you have your
no
answer.
offense.
All right. Trying to remember how quick we were moving along on our trip to the forest. How much ground we covered in a day. You said
You guys do about 24 miles a day.
24 miles a day.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's definitely going to cut us close. We've got maybe a day's cushion if we left today.
Boat would take us it's like 400 miles by boat. I mean, it just depends if we can get up there, clear the monster, and get on the boat and make it down to.
I'm feeling more confident in our ability to hoof it.
I mean, there is another town before Bembo Camilo, connecting to the swamps. Hold on. If you look at Yacob's map of surrounding area, I'm gonna open that up for you guys.
Oh.
Alright, if you want to see this on a larger screen, just right click and open a new window. Or open a new tab, whatever. And then you'll be able to like zoom in on the map. But, okay, you guys are... Okay. Oh, I can't ping it. Alright, okay. So scratch that. I gotta go back to the other map and show you guys. Here. Can you guys see this map?
It's clearing up right now. It's still there. It goes.
Alright. It's still not clear on mine. But somewhere over here should be a village or a town.
Tababata.
Tababata. There you go. Yep. Alright, perfect. There you go. That's the swamp town. You know. So if you guys travel to the north and then cut west before heading to Baganunya, you know, you might be able to find a smaller boat there in Tababata. But again, it's, you know,
It's running a risk to even because at that point we have a smaller boat that's probably not moving as quick around the coast.
that's a possibility
To get-
too. Yeah. Me personally, I would go by land. It's just
I'm feeling
that's the safe
I'm feeling between Leicester and Pip. I think that if you're coming along with us, between you and Leicester, we're gonna get to Camilla better.
But you have to be, you know, there is a very large river that you have to cross. So that's something that, you know, you are going to have to cross water eventually.
How
You-
big?
Huh?
So how big?
How wide is it? It I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe a mile. It could be more.
I don't think that. Oh, by the way, I'm back.
Hello. Oh, you got to switch your token. You know, you get a chance.
Oh yeah, sorry. I know the water would be a problem. I could. That will help.
Hold on. You're pulling a Duthryn. What? Hello?
I don't know if I can hear
Hello?
everybody.
I can't.
Hello?
Okay, there you go. What'd you say?
What did who say?
Who are you talking to?
Regis.
Eric. Okay. All right. I said that I don't think crossing the river will be a problem. I do have a spell I can prepare that should help us walk across it.
Oh, okay. Then that will make things a lot easier.
Oh, can everyone else hear Regis? Because I can't.
I can hear him.
All right, Justice, reconnect, please. Second half shenanigans.
It went so smoothly the first half.
I can hear Jeremiah.
Yeah, I
Okay,
can hear you
cool.
too.
Yeah, it happens. Usually I ask people to just reboot during the break, but I forgot. No worries. But okay, yeah, so that's excellent. If you have a spell that will enable everybody to walk across the water, then you should be fine.
Well, I feel like we should look into perhaps supplying ourselves, doing a quick little shop to supply ourselves, and if we need anything, and then we might even need to make our way out today.
What time is it? It's pretty late now, right?
Now it's probably around, let's say, 4:35.
Do we perhaps want to
Is
rest
it 11,
tonight and wake up first thing?
Is it 11 days from today, or is it 11 days from tomorrow?
From today.
From today.
They'll be there in
This will
11 days.
If we get there, if we leave tomorrow, and we are able to keep our pace that we had before for most of it, then we can probably get there in between 9 and 10 days, which is going to be our entire allotted time. And then Yacob, are we going to have? I know you said you know someone with a ship, but are we going to have to provide any sort of payment when we get there?
No. This is an old friend of mine. I will give you a writ, and all you have to do is show it to them, and I already spoke with them. That's how I know that they're going to arrive.
And do you know of anything we didn't know about the city we're traveling to, so that we don't get there and make fools of ourselves?
Bembo Camilo.
Right.
It's a larger city, much larger than this one. It's just standard, I guess, laws. No stealing, no killing, things like that. But I wouldn't expect that you guys are going to be in that place for too long, because the ship is going to be leaving just about as you arrive. So, and then from there you'll have a nice little journey on the ocean, where you guys can maybe spend some downtime. So if there's anything you want to do during that downtime, you might want to have the supplies with you before you go.
Hint, hint from the DM.
Hint, hint from the DM.
I think I just heard from the Forgotten Gods a message.
We still had the cocoons we need to turn in, right?
So we need to know? I'm not even sure Professor Buttons would still be at the academy
I mean,
at this hour.
it's not necessarily that pressing.
No, if we could get it taken care of today, then it would just give us more funds to utilize, whether it's here or on our travels.
I mean, we already have a price for how much they're worth, right?
We know how much they're worth here. That could change depending on where we're at and the demand for them.
We probably need to buy some more of the insect protection as well before we go.
I know, Regis, your armor's looking pretty shoddy.
No, I already switched mine out.
Oh, you did? Never mind, your armor looks great.
I mean, well, to be clear, you said animal hide was fine, so I got the studded leather for that.
You're good.
So, list of things to do: sell the wings or the cocoons, and buy some insect repellent. Anything else?
Rations, maybe. We can't expect Leicester to feed us every day.
I can't do it on the ocean for sure.
So I know myself personally, I've still got about 7 days worth of rations, but probably wouldn't hurt to get enough for at least our travel time to the ship. I would assume we might be able to at least get bare minimum meals on the ship, especially if we aid them in some way on the travels.
Oh,
Yes,
once
Yacob.
you're on the ship, you don't have to worry. You're passengers. You know, room and board is all covered.
We don't know what to expect on the island either. So
We are heading. I mean, apparently we're heading for a city, so we can. It might be reasonable to assume that if we're heading to a city on the island, that we
Would
can restock there.
wouldn't it be better to be prepared just in case?
You're not wrong.
You're talking about Amunet.
Yes.
Oh well, yeah, Amunet. I mean, it's not a big city actually. It's a decent sized place. Not a big city. But you know, during your travels, I will also be feeding you information that I'm still researching about the area that you're going to. Granted, we understand the location, but we still don't know too much about the actual location. And it would seem that, you know, if the next place where you're going to find one of these items or whatever, there's going to be something unique about it, as if, you know, like the colored woods over here.
Well, let's see if we can get. I mean, do you happen to know, Yacob? Do you know if Professor Buttons, how late she normally is at the academy, or
Her schedule
we be able to-
varies. I'm not sure exactly what her schedule's like. I have no idea.
if she gave us, like, she read off. She told us specifically that we found some stuff that the academy would be looking for when it came to
Yes, components. Yeah.
components, and we found some of the Polymnia tiger butterfly cocoons.
Okay.
Does that necessarily need to go to her to get to turn to for compensation, or is there someone else at the academy that we could give that to for that?
I could buy them for you, but I'm not sure if she gave a special rate. You know, if she gave a different rate than standard, then I would suggest dealing with her. I mean, I'll buy them off of you right now.
Okay, do you remember what she said? I actually don't. I wrote down what the components were, but I didn't write down the
my
amounts.
my DMs from her are a little lacking on information.
I didn't give you. I thought I gave you.
Eric, you post. Yeah, it's 50.
It's
You post-
15, yeah.
No, I know what they are like retail, but she gave you a
Let's
percentage.
see. Let's see. DMs. It was not in March. No. 60%. There it is.
Okay. Because normally I would give like 30 or 40, maybe, or less.
Let's see. 25 to 40 on average. Yeah, she said 60%.
I mean, well, if she's offering you that, then I would suggest you go to her if you want that extra percentage.
That's true. That's probably something that would be worth it for.
I mean, like for
Make
me,
sure.
I can't use them, so I mean, I would just be doing you a favor and then, you know, try and get my money back from somebody else. So so what are they? 15 gold? 15?
15
right? And
market price.
60% would be what, 9? So 9 gold.
Yeah, say roughly.
Right? And how many do you
Yeah.
have? 3?
Mm-hmm.
So 27 gold. He'll give you the 27 gold if you want.
Were we keeping one? Does anybody have polymorph?
So I don't.
Alright. I will soon, but it is okay. You can sell and make your gold.
So what? It'd be the 40, or it'd be the 45 gold and then 27 on top of that. So
What?
because it's 15 gold a piece normally, right?
Yeah. That's like if you were to buy them. So
Oh.
they're offering 60%.
Gotcha. Yeah, I guess, yeah. Up to you, okay, so you're the one carrying them.
Nah, they're in the bag.
Oh, that's right, Duthryn has them.
I do, but I don't feel right making a decision on them.
Okay, so here's 3 cocoons for 27 gold.
Right. Yeah.
And split 5 ways.
Alcaeus can get
Decision made.
Alcaeus can get the extra 2 gold from the 5.
All right. Thank you for making it easy, Yacob.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. I'm glad that I could help. But yeah, so if you want to rest up, go shopping, do whatever. I'm going to start preparing that writ for you, and if you need anything, I'll be here.
I suppose we should go fill up on our rations. Stock up on that.
If you guys just want to do like quick shopping, make a list. Everything is PHB prices unless it's something different.
Yeah. So for the bug off pouch, it's the price you have in Discord, right? 1
Yeah.
gold for
Yep.
for the one that lasts a month.
Those last for a
Okay.
month. Yes.
So I'll get one of those for myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that as well. And
Re-up on the bug off.
Yeah, I'll tell Duthryn about it too. The usefulness.
Okay.
I remember the usefulness. I too shall buy one.
Alright. Healing potions are 50 gold pieces a pop, unless Fomher's making them.
I say I can, if I can, because what was that cost? That was
25.
25. Yeah, I can.
So that's
But
something
that
to
takes
think
it
about.
takes a day. Say if I can get the ingredients so that I can make them as we travel, because they take it, or not as we travel, but that'd be more something I could do on that downtime.
boat.
So, right. So if I could buy, but I also only have enough money for 4 of those. If it's 25 gold worth of ingredients, I can make 4 when we get to the boat.
I don't really have a lot of money myself.
Yeah, neither do I. I can give you what I have.
Because the group is loot phobic.
I have some here. I can give you like 20 platinum.
You have platinum?
Yeah, I'm loaded, dude.
To be fair, Pip, that's another.
A pearl.
Actually, that would buy you a pearl. That I believe that would be about right, wouldn't it? For because what value of pearl are you needing, Duthryn?
I believe it's 100 gold worth.
Which that's the 20 platinum if we can find. Yacob, do you have anywhere that sells pearls or sells like it'd be selling gems or jewelry that we could find something of that?
In the West Market, there are some like jewelers and gemologists over there. You could probably find that. A nice one over there. I gave one to Nat, but we all know what happened.
Right. Like he was plucked away like a baby rabbit. The Reaper acting like a hawk.
Oh man.
Oyster was gonna share gold, but never mind.
Well, if an oyster doesn't get a potion made.
This. Oh, my pettiness overcomes my rationality, but come on, I gotta fight through it.
Also, if we're going by land, are we going to be doing a lot of stealthing or trying to get through and not worry about the creatures around?
I think it's going to depend on the day.
They'll find us no matter what if they want to.
Because I don't think we want to slow down, or we can't really afford to slow down our travel being too careful.
Very well. I won't change my armor then.
Are you in heavy armor too?
I'm in medium.
Okay. Eric, how with downtime do you allow for people to try to learn new tool proficiencies like over time, not like in one ship passage, but
I mean, yeah, but not by Xanathar's because it's too quick.
okay, but in general, like if I got a leather worker's tool bag, I could.
And you want to
Over
start
time.
like practicing?
Yeah,
that or-
yeah,
yeah. That's
exactly.
fine. Yeah, we can work that in.
Just standard price, you said, so the 5 gold.
Yeah, whatever the kit costs. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Well,
You're gonna have to
Yeah,
buy
what
like
are we
materials
talking
though.
about? Oof.
You know, like
I was gonna ask some practice materials, nothing,
Yeah.
nothing fancy, just to get my first,
yeah,
that
yeah.
first.
Just do they sell like leather by the? Well, I guess you could buy pelts or something. Just whatever you want. X amount of gold worth of scraps.
I'm looking at the trade, the trade
Yeah.
gold.
And you
Trade.
can start working on like patchwork cloaks and maybe bracers. Start
okay. Since there's not really a thing in the compendium for it, I am going to buy potion materials. If that, I assume I can get those, Eric, without too hard of a search.
Yeah, that's fine.
Per
Yeah,
market.
it's just 25 gold pieces worth of materials
Per.
per.
So I'm going to go ahead and buy the 4 that I could buy with what I got.
Okay.
Is anyone else wanting to get more? Is anyone else wanting to contribute to potions being made, or just what I'm working on?
Sure, I can help.
Yeah, I mean, how much helps you? I guess because I don't have much. So.
I can. If it's gonna, I'm cleaning myself out for it. But if you're not, I don't need you necessarily to do that. It's just each potion. If you give me 25 gold, that's a potion.
I just don't have that much.
Leicester's hearing you guys talking about money, and Leicester's going to just pull out the coin purse from his pants. And within this, he's just going to dump it out with Baby probably hovering. There's like 400 gold.
Holy shite!
And Baby will quickly run and grab that little pink
Baby.
marble.
Mm.
That's out of curiosity. Yacob, do you recognize what this marble could be? We happened upon it, and I'm curious. Just it seemed unique.
That actually is a little unique. This is a pearl. This will work for your identify spell.
Well then,
Well, look at how useful Baby is. Oh, good.
Thank you, baby. If you don't mind me taking that.
Oh no, I'll find something else for Baby to replace.
And this is it's 150 gold piece pearl. That's what it is. A pink pearl.
Good job, Baby. Forget what
So-
I said about borrowing.
Just teach it not to borrow.
no, but
No, Baby
Pip-
rolled.
Oh,
but-
the lesson isn't borrowing's good?
Baby rolled really
No.
well. Baby rolled like
In
a
that-
natural 20 and a dirty 20.
we'll have conversation on the good and bad of borrowing on the road, Leicester. Try to clear out any of the.
That's like a fun way to spend your traveling time.
Apparently Minervus was not quite as helpful in some of these matters. But that does free up. I don't necessarily mean to claim anything of yours, Pip, but since we were kind of leaning towards using your platinum, we might be able to use some of that for either. It doesn't necessarily need to be to my potion making if it's something that you find useful, Pip, or if you're just looking to part with money. If anyone's got other ideas.
Lysa, how you doing on arrows?
Oh, yes,
Also-
I have 13. I need way more arrows.
But arrows come fairly
How much were arrows
inexpensive.
again? How much were they? I can't.
Did you
Oh,
like 24 gold, I think? Something like that?
Oh yeah, I think so.
And to be fair, because I'm assuming at this point that the plan is that you'll be with us for a fair amount of time here, Duthryn. I'm sure we could probably buy some extra arrows and fit it into that nice little bag you got there.
Of course. I'd be more than glad to.
So you could buy a few bundles of that, especially with the amount of gold you got sitting there, Leister. You could probably
can buy
clear.
that many arrows?
You could probably clear out with that. You might have a chance at clearing out a shop of all their arrows,
What?
and probably most of them would fit in that. I don't know where you're at. I don't know if that is it actually like an endless bag they're doing, or how much can we get more can we get in there?
It can hold up to 500 pounds.
So I think we're good.
Oh.
So like, if you just threw down 5 gold, even there, Leister, that's 100 arrows.
Oh, that'd be more than enough.
And
Now what?
Fine.
What if you threw down 400 gold though?
I don't think we want to spend 400 gold just on arrows.
And I don't
What
think
about
that many
these
would
shiny
fit in my
ones?
bag.
If you buy that many arrows, they gotta update the map and get rid of some of these trees.
Does Leister want to be the reason for more animals losing their homes due to capitalism?
Oh no, Regis. If it's gonna be that bad, start making arrows out of animal bones. Jeez.
Any special gear? Anybody?
I don't have the money for
find it.
special gear.
How much do you spend just
I don't
to
know
get?
how I ended up with this much
How
money.
much what? I'm sorry.
Do I need to spend just to get like cheap like leather to practice on for the what we imagine the ship journey will be? like-
I mean, if you I don't know, whatever you want. Just you want to spend 5 gold and just get miscellaneous scraps.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I was getting enough for the full ship ride, I guess.
Full ship
So,
ride.
I don't- yeah,
It
I don't know
depends
how
on
much I
Hold on,
For
I gotta go
the
back to
cheapest of the cheap, because I'm on day 1 of training.
Yeah, I gotta. Hold on, let me go back to that map and measure out the actual journey on the ship. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
4, 6, 8.
So 29 times 25. Let's see. Ooh. 29 times 25 is 725. And you guys can do about 50 miles a day. So 14 and a half. So you're looking at about 15 days. So let's say, if you're just going to buy scraps and stuff, let's say 2 silver pieces a day. For just miscellaneous scraps, needle, thread, whatever.
So like 3 gold. 3 gold.
Yeah, that sounds cool. And you got, let's say you got 3 pounds worth of materials, scrap materials.
Got it.
Do it like that. I guess that works. I don't know. Actually, you probably have more than that. But... All right, cool.
D&D coin converter. Oh, thank gosh.
Although, let's say, remember the gold in this is 5 gold to platinum instead of 10. If you're doing that.
Yeah. Everything's 10 to 1 except for platinum and gold, 5 to 1.
How far into the journey do we expect the river? About
The river is. Hold on a second. Probably the end of the second day.
okay.
So you're probably, the second night, you're probably gonna take, make camp on the north side of that river, probably.
Okay.
Is that right? 6 plus 6 equals. Yeah, okay. How did I end up with so many calculators open? What did I do?
All right, Tyler, you want any special gear, anything?
No, I bought rations.
You're good? Okay.
Both characters. Yeah.
All right, Landon, doing your arrows. Any other special things you want to think about?
Just rations and bug off. So
Oh yeah, I bought bug off too.
Cool. Justice?
I bought 4 potion four potion worth materials because I didn't hear from anyone.
That's it? Last call for everybody else? Anybody want a potion? 25 gold each?
you can Leister will give 25 more for another.
Okay.
I mean,
Five.
times for the taking. I mean, I offered it.
I mean, I'll take it if no one and I can put it to use if no one else has any use for it.
Yeah, you can have about 14 days on that ship of downtime.
Because that'll take up 9. If I use all of that platinum for potion material, then I've got 9 days worth of work on that.
Sounds good to me.
I don't have money to contribute to that, so
All right, so we're good to go.
I would like to find a shield if I can.
Shield, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, you can find the shield. It'll be like hide stretched over like a wooden frame.
That's fine.
Like somewhat simple, primitive, but it works. It holds up.
Ugh. Why do I have math in my notebook now? That's just horrible.
All right, give me 5 minutes, guys. I gotta take my time real quick. Just go ahead and do any last minute thinking, because once we're done with shopping, let's say it'll be about 7 in the evening, and then we'll figure out what's going on from there. Be right back.
Did we figure out if we're leaving tonight or in the morning?
I feel like with how late it is going to need to be morning.
But like crack of dawn, right? So go to bed
Yeah.
early and wake up super early.
Yeah.
Be those people getting in the car while it's still nighttime.
Pretty much. Well, because
Yeah.
if we have to do any amount of traveling in the desert,
Oh
even
yeah,
get to
that will
the
really
forest.
slow us down.
Well, we're going around, right? Didn't he
I
say?
think we can go around.
can
Yeah.
we go around starting in the city, or are we going to have to go through the desert a little bit
I
to
mean,
then
I,
get
think-
to?
We just worm back up a little bit up the path, and I think that should.
Okay.
I think. Let me look at the Yacob map.
it seemed to be what Yacob suggested too.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we just have to go up the path a teeny bit, and we'll be in forest. I think.
So who all's broke now?
Me.
Not Leister.
Not either of me.
Well,
Damn.
Pip is now broke, unless he had other stuff other than that platinum.
Oh, he still has 400 gold.
Nah.
Yeah. Leister has, after all that spending, still has 400 gold and 32 platinum.
Do we know what this
Oh.
other item is we're
Yeah.
seeking?
No,
Nope.
it's because the thing is, it showed like when we saw on the map that we have of this, it looks like a gate or a portal kind of thing, like the one in the forest was. So it could be anything.
Okay.
I would kind of expect it to be something like, even if it's not like to another gem type thing, it's still going to be kind of how you went through a little bit of a portal to an extra space.
Which means a locate spell won't help anyways. So
Which means what?
a locate spell won't help anyways.
Yeah. We're gonna we're gonna have to take some time and teach Leister how to spend money on the trip too.
I didn't know what this is
easy.
for. I was
Give it to the people.
Leister had to spend money. You'd be paying 100,000 times what you should pay.
Say what
I
now?
just give people the money.
It said you over you paying everybody, tipping a whole bunch.
When I overpaid people, it was a total of like 3 gold. And it's only because I don't want to work. I don't want to split up a bunch of silver in my character sheet.
Well, if it costs 2 silver, let's just. You could always just round up to 1 gold instead of 3.
That's actually what I did. I think the one time I paid 3 gold, it was for a 1 gold purchase. So yeah, I gave them like a 200% tip on top of it. But
Yeah, tipping is nice. All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
All right, so you spend a couple hours traveling to the market, different places, gathering whatever equipment that you're gathering. And what are you guys gonna do after that?
I'd like to identify the orb if you'll let me.
for sure.
Are we
Once we get-
reaching
I think we're allowed to stay. I think Yacob kind of gave us the leeway to stay at his place, in our rooms. He said the rooms are available. So I think we're going back over to Jacob's.
I like that place. It was nice.
Jacob's a very generous man. He has given us quite a bit, even just in the short time I've known him.
I can tell. He let me have the alcohol. You think he'll give me more?
How do you drink such weird spicy juice?
I've never had anything like it before. Where I come from,
I haven't.
this drink does not. Well, we don't really drink. Not a whole lot. So, it was new and fascinating.
It was new and horrible when I tried it.
Maybe
No,
it'll be
no,
different
let's-
this time.
Let's be fair. Let's be fair, Leister. When you had it that night, it was good. It was the next morning was when it was horrible.
I feel like it was equally. It was spicy, and then it was spicier.
And it kind of
Yeah.
burns going down. Oh, it feels so nice.
See, the more I hang out with you, Duthryn, the more I'm becoming a fan. But for sure, when we get back to Jacob's afterwards,
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Yes.
or just a burgeoning drunk.
All right. So you're all gonna go back to Jacob's.
Yeah.
Go to the rooms. Duthryn's going to identify that orb. What's everybody else doing?
I think I'm with Duthryn while she's doing that, so I can learn what's going on with it.
All right. Where's everybody else? At this time, Jacob's gonna be eating. People
I'm
can smell food.
not wanting to spend money on rations. I'm looking around for food that can keep well for multiple days on our trip.
Okay. Like in the market or like in Jacob's?
In Jacob's.
Okay.
'Cause-
All right.
I mean, it's been a help yourself thing up to this point, so I'll just be taking it up to my room like I'm gonna eat it. Not like hiding it, you know.
Sure. Yeah, so I mean, he's there at the table with his wife, and a couple other, hooded or robed people there. You know, hey, Regis, help yourself. You know, and you just get a plate and you fill it with, I guess, nuts and maybe cheeses.
Cured meats.
Yeah, things, salted beef. Yeah, and things that will last a little bit.
Regis obtains pocket bacon.
There you go.
For some reason, baby is also at their table, even though Leister isn't.
And considering how small I am, how many days rations would you say I get?
How much do you want? Like how many days?
I mean,
worth?
I'm not being rude. I guess I'm just filling up a plate or two and taking it upstairs. So.
A plate or
But
two?
filling it up, you know.
Sure. So I mean, you want to grab like 3 days worth of
Sounds good.
rations? That's fine. Yeah, all different kinds of like little dried fruits and whatever. That's fine.
Sorry, I now have 13 days of rations on myself, so if you run out of food, I got a day or two to spare.
Just remember, I think a day ration is like 2 pounds.
Oh yeah, got it marked.
It should be good on that.
Yeah,
I'm not encumbered
I
yet.
have 21 rations just in case you get hungry.
Dang.
All right.
Yeah, I'm
so,
good on it.
I thought
Yeah, just to be clear,
I got 8 and I was like,
I had
perfect.
12, and I just did all that to get 3 more. So.
All right,
Free
so Fomher and Duthryn are up in the room. Regis is collecting edibles. Lyser, Alcaeus, what are you two doing?
That time part 2.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
cool. Just relax.
Sure.
Okay, that works.
I guess Pip would be to like just
Oh.
study maps.
I know what I want to do because I forgot. I just noticed this in my thing. Actually, go to the room. Yacob, when you get done eating, because what I want to ask you or show you something. I forgot that I had this carried around, but it's probably not good for dining room conversation.
All right.
When you're finished with your dinner, I'll show it to you.
Sure. Sounds good. All right. All right. So Duthryn, you're there. Pull out your pearl, and you're focusing on this item. You hold the pearl up to your eye. You're trying to like look through it, and you cast a spell, and it goes off as normal, and you can't figure out what this is. It's beyond the spell. But it's not an item in the traditional sense. It's not something that can be used on its own. This is like part of something else. You are getting the conjuration school from it. But that's really it.
That's a little bit of a letdown. I'm sorry, Fomher.
I wonder if it's the elf that we ran into before we met you told us something about these. I wonder if this is a key for something. Effectively. Obviously, it's not shaped like it's going to fit into a lock necessarily.
No, I understand the concept.
I'm wondering if that might be the case.
Quite possible. I just wish I could identify it. Learn more about it.
Well, we'll keep a hold of it and make sure that we're... Who knows, maybe when we get to why can't Eric's memory be better in the moment? When we get to Bow Summit, we'll whatever we find there will clear up and maybe shed some light on it for us.
I hope so. And Duthryn will hand the orb back to Fomher.
Yeah, I'll put that back with my stuff, and then I'll wait for an opportunity when Jacob's done eating.
Yeah. Like after like a good hour, he'll come up and knock on your door.
Yacob,
His
so I did
little
find
wine glass. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I did find something kind of interesting in a more macabre manner. And I pull out of my pack. I actually don't remember where in the forest I got it because I did find it, I believe, in the forest. Was a shrunken head. That's all I have. I had a shrunken head.
Okay. Do you remember where you found it? Like,
Was that the locals or the crab people, or?
Yeah, I think you did get off, if memory serves from watching the videos. I think you did pull it off of one of the natives.
That's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
there was like a priestess or like a higher level.
right? Okay. Yes. From one of the Aquaman.
Yes.
Oh, that can be used as a focus.
Ah,
Yeah, they'll any like a necromantic spell that requires a component, It'll make it hit a little bit harder or make it more difficult to resist. Mechanically speaking, it gives you a +1 spell attack bonus or +1 to your DC when you cast a necromancy spell that requires a material component.
Okay. Which I don't plan on taking any, so. Is there, I guess, Yacob, is there anyone that would take this as like either as study material, or I don't necessarily think I don't know how everyone's feeling about the study of necromancy around here, but
I mean, it's necromancy is just like any other school of magic, I mean, it has different applications.
True.
The problem is, recently, the touch of Jelena can reach those who decide to cast spells from that school of magic. You might want to. Are you trying to sell it, or like, what do you want to do?
Pretty much anything. If I can get money for it, I wouldn't say no.
I mean,
But
you could try the temple. They might be interested in taking it off your hands for coin. It's not illegal or anything like that to possess. So I mean,
but now probably a little late in the day to be visiting them for that matter.
I mean, the temple's always open.
Well, then before I go to bed, before it gets too late and I go to bed, I might just trek over there and see if I can unload this a little bit.
Sure, that might be a good place for that.
Well, I appreciate the assistance on it because I wasn't really sure what to do with it.
Yeah, not a problem.
And that's what I do is I try to go to the temple to.
All right, you gonna go by yourself?
Anyone want to come with me to the Temple of the Witherer?
Where's that?
That was on the south part of the city, or yeah.
Uh-huh.
The purple.
Sure, I'll go with you. I wouldn't mind seeing more of the city.
They're not necessarily the liveliest of bunch there, but they're nice enough or respectable enough. But okay. Anyone else joining Duthryn and I, or are we just heading out as a duo?
Leicester will crawl out of the bath and join you. Doesn't stop to dry their hair, they just put their clothes back on.
I guess we can make a night of it. Why not?
If I've finished collecting my rations, I will go.
That's cool. All right, yeah. If everyone wants to go, that's cool.
Field trip.
I don't plan on taking too long with it. I just wanted. I had this, and I showed everyone. I had this head that came off of that one priestess, shaman, magic user that we fought. And trying to. I don't really feel like carrying around a shrunken head.
That's really cool.
All right. How do you want to go? Do you want to go like to the west across the bridge, or do you want to wrap around to the right?
Yeah, we'll go west and cross the bridge.
I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Okay. I mean, you pick up a very faint aura in the room itself, but whoever has magic items, let them know what they see.
More focusing on the shrunken head.
Oh, there's a very faint, necromantic aura coming from it. Actually, what's your arcana? Your passive arcana?
Oh, lots. 20.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you recognize this instantly as a focus, a necromantic focus.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you people shrunk heads.
Well, I don't. And I don't know that anyone. This was some natives to the island that we fought on our way to the forest.
I see.
Or were you talking like you people as in like surface folk?
You people.
Not more surface folk. That's not
Ah.
racist, is it?
And lovers.
I would call it I would call it a generalization.
I see.
I can tell you pretty clearly that like even just like Alcaeus and myself between our people are fairly different between Leonin and the elves.
Well, clearly, just gonna look between both of you.
Just as an example,
Yeah, he's much hairier than I am.
for sure.
Only where it counts, right?
Well, you've seen them, so you'll be able to judge.
Don't worry, Leicester. That was a joke.
But he clearly has more hair.
He does. I don't understand why he would say that.
I mean,
Oh no, there's two of them.
one of us. One of us.
So, all right, you guys kind of wander throughout the town. Regis showing you a couple little shortcuts, you know, and you guys make it to the temple relatively quickly. Let's say 20 minutes. The streets themselves aren't like exceptionally busy, you know, but there are people. You know, it's not like they're completely, you know, like desolate or whatever. And you could go to this massive temple. And who was in here before? There was somebody who spoke with. Was it in Fomher?
It was me.
Okay, all right.
I had what's his name?
Yeah, I remember the guy you were talking to.
Is
I didn't get a name. I didn't get a name. He didn't give me a name. It seemed like, but
Yeah.
just
I don't remember him giving a name. Yeah, but you were talking to him about the Forgotten Ones.
Yep.
All right, cool. All right, so you're gonna go real quick. All right, let me get a persuasion check to see what kind of reaction you get to trying to sell this here. All right, cool. They offer you 40%. It's worth like 150, but they offer you 40%. So 40 plus 20, so 60 gold is what they'll offer you.
I will take 60 gold.
Alright, cool. Yeah, quick exchange, you know. Count out the coins for you. Boop, boop, boop. And,
I now have 69 gold.
nice.
Nice.
Did that on purpose.
Oh, I can't spell. Nice. Alright, cool. Yeah, that's real quick. You know, so let's say Yacob got there about 8:30. Let's say you get back home around 9. You're all back at Yacob's 9 o'clock. He has the writ prepared. You know, he gives it to Alcaeus. You know, he says, I'm not sure if I'm going to see you in the morning or if you're leaving throughout the night or whatever, but, you know, this is it here. It has, you know, the name of the person you're looking for, the name of the ship, you know, and then that's it. You have 11 days.
I'll tuck it in the necklace pocket so it doesn't get lost.
Okay,
Mm.
cool.
Now we just have to make sure you don't get decapitated.
Is someone planning on doing that?
No, but Alcaeus has died once, so
I
there's
have
that.
I have a history. Yeah, it's
Oh.
not a fun history.
We should try to avoid doing that again.
Yes,
It's
you
true
should.
because when
I've
we
said
brought
that.
him back, that's when we lost the other fellow that you met, Duthryn.
Pip.
No, not Pip.
Oh.
Nat.
Kind of.
Ah,
The one
well-
you followed.
I see.
That's why you must do everything you can to make sure the lion does not die. Mhm.
Will I disappear if he died?
We don't know, and
We
that's
don't
why
really
you
know
must
how this
protect
works in the world. It's quite odd.
That's very concerning.
ever since it's kind of been a thing that since Jelena came into more power, there's been a lot of weird acts going on.
I see.
But I don't remember who would have directly been against her.
Well, no, there was a bunch because I mean, Jelena was like erasing the Pantheon. But
I know. Can't remember them though.
Oh well, yeah. There's there's Melandra.
Right.
You know,
I know. There's so Coralon and Melandra. And...
Yeah. So okay. All right. Cool. All right. So, anything special happening for the rest of this evening?
I have nothing.
Pip's just been looking over the maps just to do stuff while everybody else has been walking around.
I'm going to cast Aid on, I guess myself, Alcaeus, and Leicester.
Okay. How long does it last? 8 hours?
8 hours.
All right. So you doing that before the long rest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much as soon as they told me that he lost his head and or Nat.
Okay. All right. So what is that? five extra
Perfect.
points.
For the night, you have extra hit points.
Yeah. Yeah, 5 extra hit points.
All right.
Good. I'm glad you get it.
All right. So nobody doing anything else? Correct? Tyler?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. All right. It's morning. Beautiful morning.
Alright.
Kind of hot. Everybody gets a long rest. You know, do your hit points and whatever else. Change spells. Ooh, okay, let me read this. Okay, I gotta read this again. Hold on.
I just need to roll a die. I just don't know which die you want me to roll.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay, whenever a creature you see with you is making an attack roll, you can use your reaction.
Well, my reactions, those reactions are based on what I roll in the morning.
Okay, so this lasts for like the whole day then, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. So
I'll just be doing it every morning.
Okay, yeah, and you can do it for a number of times equal to your proficiency. All right, so keep track of how many of these you have left throughout the day.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess whenever something gets triggered and you want to use your reaction, we will... What die do you roll?
When I finish long rest, I roll a die, and then depending if it's odd or even, that's what I get for the day.
But it doesn't say what kind of die.
Yeah, it just says roll a die. That's why I was asking you what you want me to roll.
So it's effectively 50-50 no matter what
Yeah, that's what I'm
dice you're
thinking.
rolling.
Okay, hold on. Until you finish your long rest, you gain extra special reaction based on whether or... Okay, roll a die.
But which one?
It don't matter. It's just the odds or evens.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, yeah. Because, I mean, we'll figure whether it's wheel or woe. Okay.
Woe is me.
Alright, so whenever a creature you can see within 30 feet of you is about to make an attack, roll a saving throw or an ability check, you can use your reaction to roll a d6 and subtract it from the total. That's pretty freaking awesome. Alright, so you have like anti-bardic inspiration against me.
Mm-hmm.
And you can use that X amount of times as long as you're within 30 feet of whatever. Alright, cool. So yeah, that's pretty freaking awesome. Very nice. I feel a bad ermine today. Alright, cool. Alright, so it's morning. Let's see. Alright, so you guys all went to bed actually kind of early. So let's say by 10. So it's 6 in the morning. And you guys are up.
We're ready to go.
Echo.
Could we have arranged for some like light breakfast to be able to walk out with?
Sure. Yeah.
Breakfast tacos.
Some like McMuffins or something.
Burger King.
Hell yeah.
We're in like a like Middle Eastern Mediterranean type food place, right? So all the breakfast stuff in a pita.
There you go.
There you go.
You guys get like a chicken McSandwich?
Give me some Chick-fil-A.
Chicken McSandwich.
Rabbit jerky.
We're making the chicken without the chicken. Oh, sorry. Okay.
So I think our idea is we're doing as much as we can to go around the desert, and then just hoof it the rest of the way in the forest.
All right. So yeah, let me swap the maps out. All right. So any last minute grabs from the market? Anything before you guys leave the town? Because there will be no, oh well, I would have, or oh, could I have? You know.
No, let's do it.
Yeah, I don't feel like spending any more on potion ingredients, and don't have enough money for anything else cool. So.
All right. Cool. All right. Where's the icon?
Yeah, I like how in chat it says note Duth is a masochist, and then right after it says nice, so it just looks like you guys are like nice.
Oh yeah. That's funny. Unintentional, but funny. All right. So you guys are gonna skirt the desert.
Yeah.
How far away from the desert do you want to be?
Like, you know the line that's sand and then grass, like right now.
No, we want to be far enough away from it that we're not getting some of the environmental effects.
Yeah, we don't
I
want
assume.
sand and shit.
No sandy shit. All
As long
right.
as we're.
But we're still going to be cutting through just forest because there's no path there, so we're going to deal with fun forest stuff anyway.
All right. Cool. So I'll tell you what. I'm assuming Leicester's going to be in the lead. So, Leicester, whenever you get a moment, just do me a favor and draw a path around the desert. Actually, hold on. I got you on the wrong map. Hold on. Wait, don't do it yet. Okay, here we go.
I'm gonna draw a dick. You've threatened me.
No,
Reactionary dick drawing.
All right, cool. Yeah. All right, so go ahead and draw your path.
Oh gosh. Okay. Let's see. I think. Come on now. Enhance. De-enhance. Re-enhance. Okay. I think. Okay, there we go. It popped. Okay, so how up do we want to go? We start from like here-ish. Maybe like in this general kind of, if maybe.
All right, so you want to go like way out.
I don't.
Each of these hexes is 1 mile.
Oh, okay. Okay, so like.
And you see where you guys are, right? You're over here.
Yeah, we're over here. I'm just the forest starts like here-ish. Here-ish. Is this forest?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we still see a lot of like fog of war.
Yeah, it's a lot of dark. So I'm just making sure I don't
the
cut
pathing
into
is kind of blind.
All right. Okay. I forgot about that. I can see the map.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like it's like me on your close-up maps when you try to hide things in darkness. I can see.
So yeah. All right. Cool. All right. So that makes sense then. Why you're not sure which way to go. Okay.
Yeah.
I've got maps. I brought maps.
Yeah, that's true. You guys have maps. Let me get rid of. No, I don't want to do it on this map. Hold on. I'll do it on this map. I'll get rid of the fog of war on this. I don't know if there is a fog of war on this.
There is.
I don't think there is. We can see this.
Okay, all right, cool.
We have a path that you drew, I
Yeah.
think, because it's purple, but that's not a big deal. I don't think.
Okay, yeah. So we'll get rid of that.
Something skirting around it, something like that.
Okay, sounds good. Perfect. Alright, cool. So yeah, so you're staying in the jungle. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. Alright. Marching order. What are we looking at?
In the middle.
Alright, so Leicester up front.
If Pip's helping with a map, he would have to be close to the front too.
Okay. Pip.
I'll have or stealth, but I'll have blessing of the trickster out. Yes.
Okay.
I don't
Let's
think we're going to be
sort
too much in the way of stealthy movement. To be fair.
Literally,
Yeah, we want to.
no downside for me to do it.
Right.
Just in case.
Being used.
Alright, so I guess we're gonna go Regis next, right?
Yeah.
Who's after Regis?
I'll go.
Alright.
Fomher.
Guess I'll take up the rear.
Alright.
The second me is somewhere in the back.
Yeah, Alcaeus is in the back.
Oh, well, if Alcaeus is in the back, then I'll be up towards the front behind Leicester and Pip.
Okay.
I guess that puts me right in front of Alcaeus then. Cool.
Yeah. You'll benefit from the aura of protection. Okay, so after Pip, we're gonna go with Duthryn. And then we have Regis. Now, you guys don't have to travel single file. You know, I mean, if
Right.
you want to like double up, I mean, you know, granted, you guys are going through thick jungle, so there's not much in the way of like trails and stuff. You know,
I figured we'd try to stick with following the same pathing that Leicester's laying out for us,
Okay.
so that
sounds good. And what kind of distance between each person?
Same as usual, like just between 5 and 10 feet, I imagine. You know.
Alright, so everybody's up each other's butt. Alright, cool.
Yes, Pip is literally walking between Leicester's legs.
Hey, see this? Right here? I'm just holding up the map.
Yeah, you just walk through and Leicester's looks like, oh, okay.
Alright. Sounds good. Okay.
Leicester is back in their element with 2 raccoons.
The most powerful.
Oh yeah, I've definitely been shedding the baby.
Leicester, let's get a d6.
Oh no.
Oh no.
This is the only bad thing about this.
Okay. You guys are traveling for a couple of hours. Kind of skirting around. There's some like slight hills, you know, and you can see some mountains, you know, up a little bit north and to the west of where you're going. Super thick forest though, you know. If not for Leicester, you guys would be moving very, very, very slow. Let me get another d6, please. All right.
There is a chance that if it was anyone other than you, Leicester, giving us these roles, that our options could be worse.
This is true. All right, let's do one more.
You've jinxed me. I sense it. Oh.
All right. You know, as you're traveling, you did find like an area where it does clear out, and then it starts getting real thick again, and you're kind of like at the base of some hills, and there's forest, and you can kind of see over. Oops. You can kind of see over here, randomly and scattered about. You are seeing a random pink palm tree, or like a bright blue tree that, you know, doesn't look like it belongs here. All right. So
Well,
you
that
guys-
doesn't look like it belongs here.
What's up?
I think that's some remnants from we're not judging by where you were taking us, Leicester, on the map. We weren't too far from an edge of the colored forest either.
I think it leaks.
Yeah, and
Right.
there were even points where, you know, the spellcasters, which everybody here casts spells, you did pick up that tickling sensation that you felt when you were in the color woods. Not as intense, but, you know, like little remnants here and there. But it came and went. You know, and as you're traveling, it's starting to get later on in the day. You guys have done about, let's say, 18 miles or so. so far. Traveled most of the day, and it is starting to. The elevation is starting to, go a little bit higher as you're entering these hills. Let me get one more. All right, cool. Your first night, or your first day of travel, has gone by without incident. You're traveling through these woods, super, super heavy. And why do I keep forgetting to grab my token? Give me 1 second. Sorry, guys. Guys are about there, and the sun sets, and the full moon is out. Clear skies, heavily forested around here. You find an area where there's a break in the canopy, and you're feeling like that warm air coming from the desert to the west of you, and it's really warm over here. It's probably the mid to high 90s this night. Lots of bug sounds and other things and stuff going on in the wilderness, and you guys are ready to make camp for the night.
Make an attempt for another nice camp.
There's plenty of material here. If you wanted to try and do that.
Yeah, well, we've got the opportunity, and it could be a way of, I don't know, encouraging some travel if someone happens upon a well-maintained or a well-put-together camp. I'm for it. Makes it more comfortable for us, too.
Sure. Makes a landmark.
So
We'll have to come back at some point.
we'll try to make a nice camp.
You got maps. You can look at maps. Actually, hold on. Let's mark you guys up. Alright, cool. Okay, first watch.
I think it's usually.
I'll take
Alcaeus.
first watch.
Alright. Duthryn volunteers for first watch.
First watch, okay.
Alright,
Like
cool.
usual, I'll just go to sleep.
Guys get a little camp going, eat your food, relax a bit, and Duthryn. Alright, Duthryn, do you have dark vision?
I do.
Alright, cool.
And I'm
Everybody
also
else go
going to cast Aid on Alcaeus, Leicester, and Regis. All the people who have to put armor on.
sleep? Okay, very cool.
I don't have to.
Oh.
So
You wear armor other than Duthryn, so.
Alright,
Very well.
alright, cool. Alright, let me get a D4, Duthryn. Alright. Is there anything special you wanted to do during your watch? 2 hours.
No, nothing that I can think of.
Alright, who do you want to wake up?
Because I wake up Alcaeus, since he was going to take the watch before I volunteered.
I'm used to sleeping 2 hours and watching, but I'll try my best.
Surprise, dragon. Surprise, dragon.
Yeah, and I'm the one jinxing us?
Death follows me. Let's see what we get.
Alright, doing anything special on your watch?
No.
Alright, cool. Let me get a D4, please.
There we go.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let me get a perception check.
Don't get too bad ones like I did, please.
Dragon.
We should just harness this one and ride it to the boat.
Right?
Right.
Much enough of these.
Battle map.
Here comes the
Mhm.
map.
Where's my map? Okay, there it goes. Hold on. My map is being finicky. Alright, so you guys set up camp. Let's see, where would you guys set up camp? Okay, so I'm gonna put you on the board. And then you can put yourself wherever. And then we'll build a camp around that.
A very nice camp with 10-foot palisades to protect us. and a boat.
One of those catapults.
Alcaeus. Can you see the map, Alcaeus?
I can see, yeah, we're in a nice clearing.
Alright, so you good where you are?
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it still supposed to be a black screen right now?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
it is.
Yeah, that's all I see.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm
We're
going to build a
asleep.
camp
We can't see.
around this. Okay, we'll start dragging everybody.
This battle map is brought to you by
The D20 initiative.
Yeah.
That's right.
Huh.
Wow,
heck
so
is
many people.
Why is there glowing? Suspicious.
Is everybody on the map?
I mean,
Yeah.
it's black.
Oh yeah, you're blind. Why is there
Yeah.
glowing?
Alright,
What
so,
is-
one,
what
two,
is
three,
you?
4, 5, 6, and 2.
Wait, where is glowing light?
Do you not see that?
No,
Am I
because it's
seeing
daylight for
something
him.
I'm not
But he's
supposed to?
sleeping. No, everybody's sleeping. Okay.
I'm not.
Oh, got it. That's why.
Alright.
Eh.
So I'm just alright. So everybody kind of. Would there be a fire? Do you want a fire? Or are you gonna?
Yeah, there would have been at least a small one.
Alright, that makes sense. Let me get a fire. This music sounds really
That's
Star
right.
Wars to me.
It-
Like tape.
Any cool lighting effects within 120 feet of me, I don't get to see.
Really? There's cool lighting over here. Can you not see?
No,
This
he
thing
won't.
that
doesn't
now
see
has-
it. I think everybody else sees
Ah,
it. You know,
ah, I'm
but,
so curious.
yeah. But hold on.
You don't need to
Oh,
still
wait,
give us
no.
monsters.
No, what are you doing pointing it out? You sleeping? What? What?
Oh, I just didn't have the map. I just didn't have the map scrolled.
Oh, alright, well, never mind.
It's just,
Okay, so.
if I had actually Leicester's like token picture, like the picture on the bottom was blocking it from my view. So when I scrolled, I could see it.
Oh,
What?
it's-
What are these What are these mysterious glyphs in purple?
Mm.
Okay, alright, cool. Alright, so you got the fire going. You know, you hear the crackling of the fire. And you smell rotting meat.
This is Alcaeus, right?
This is okay, so yeah. You smell rotting meat, and you hear a tree topple over. Maybe, I don't know, 100 feet northwest of you. Something. And you hear rustling.
100 feet west.
At least 100 feet northwest of you. At least. Look at all the sleeping people measure.
All right. Really paranoid. I'm going to attempt to stealth.
Ooh. Okay.
But I have blessing of trickster.
Regis, how long does that last? An hour?
Well, like I said, I'd be keeping it up, so it depends on are we more than an hour and me sleeping? Then yes.
No,
Yeah,
We're 3
at
hours
least
into
2
you
hours.
sleeping.
Oh,
Yeah, they're 2
keep,
hours.
keeping it up. Yeah, keeping it up. But obviously not while I'm sleeping.
All right,
No,
cool.
you have to wake up every hour and touch me. Come on.
Go ahead.
Yes, this
Go
is
ahead
how
and
this
roll.
works.
Go ahead and roll
You
stealth.
spoon.
You wake up every
Phrasing.
hour to touch yourself to your god. I mean, come on.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
that's
ahead.
myself.
Roll stealth. Stealth at disadvantage.
Yeah.
All right. Actually, Regis has been pretty good this session. He hasn't run off for any things. Okay, so you go. Right, so go ahead and move. Go ahead and move to wherever you're gonna move.
There's still time, Eric.
You said northwest or northeast, right? Or
West, northwest. At least 120 feet, whatever. At least.
Well, I think I'm stealthing here, so I'll just move 15.
Oh, okay, so has a gun.
All right, so you start moving around. What's
After my
everybody's?
first, sorry.
Go ahead.
After my first move, would I be able to hear that I'm not stealthy?
I mean, you
Roll
you
for
know,
self-awareness.
You know, you think you're trying to be as sneaky as possible.
Trying.
You know that much.
Is he
After
waking
his
us
first
up
move,
and
does he
trying to be
wake us up?
sneaky?
What's everybody's passive perception -5?
Oh god.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Except
Yeah.
for Pip, because Pip's far.
oh.
Damn.
I mean,
It's,
it's
what do you mean? Oh, 7.
not that far.
Mine's
I mean-
7. Ogolo has a passive of 16.
Ogolo doesn't sleep, right?
No, he does not.
Okay. Okay. So let me get a perception check from Ogolo.
Okay.
Mine is 9.
I feel like you're picking on Pip.
I refuse to believe Pip is not cuddling with Leicester and Baby. I refuse.
I don't know. I said
This
everybody
narrative.
put yourselves wherever, and Pip wanted to be where Pip is. Okay.
Yeah, but
All right.
I
So
can't-
so Ogolo,
I
you
wa-
will also hear that crashing sound to the northwest, and you see the big ass lion get up and start clinking away from the camp. With that being said, yeah. Okay, we're gonna have Ogolo and Alcaeus roll initiative.
Okay.
Love initiative.
Click on that guy. Bring up his thing. Right, he doesn't technically have an initiative, so I have to roll my initiative.
Let's go.
It doesn't have its own
My-
initiative?
No, because it technically goes at the end of my turn.
Yeah, but what happens if you're unconscious or dead? It doesn't like protect you or.
It can act on its own. It's like the new Beastmaster rules.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright,
Yeah.
cool. Just pull this up.
Okay, the dex. Okay, it's the exact same as mine.
Okay, alright, cool. Alright, bear with me. Roll 20. You could still all night. What are you doing?
I am in some sort of deep trance.
Yes, you are. Alright, well, it's gonna go before you guys. I know that much. Okay. Come on. Okay. Can anybody? Oh, you guys can't see it. Fomher's the only one who can see it, and he's sleeping. Okay. All right. You guys hear a very large creature just running straight towards you guys, and it's just knocking trees and stuff out the way. Everyone who's sleeping. Let me get a. Actually, no, not even. Okay, so you get to go. What do you want to do?
I get to do. I will kind of reach down to my side here and shake Leicester awake.
Okay. Spend your action doing that?
Yep.
Okay, very cool.
Be like, hey, there's something coming. Wake up.
It's on my watch. What?
No. It's the end of my watch. Don't let me die. And then,
No.
I move like up here just to kind of get away from camp.
Okay.
And
You can kind of see a large shape coming towards you. Here's the shape.
here's the shape.
Okay. Very large shape.
Super large shape.
Very super large. All right. Anything else from you? Bonus action?
No, that's no.
All right, that's it. Ogolo, you get to do something. If you get to do something.
Golo is going to go and try to figure out what the noise was.
Okay.
No.
No.
Don't go, Golo.
So right there's about where I first start seeing it. So then
Oh, that's not
Agolo
the
will
direction.
turn around and start flying back towards
Shouldn't have done that. Oh fuck!
He flies behind. Okay, it's
hold on.
okay.
Hold on, I want to see something. How far is he from the creature? 35?
Kamikaze.
Too far. Okay, then Agolo will move back towards me.
All right. All right. So now.
Let me in. Let me in.
All right. So what we'll do is, Leicester, roll initiative.
I'm panicking. I've forgotten how to initiative. There it is.
And just make sure you click your token first. Oh my god, you guys all roll shitty.
Thanks.
Oh dear lord.
Why are you surprised?
All right.
I mean,
Because we've rolled much better than that in the past.
It gets to go.
I don't like this.
it's okay. If I die, my other character's here already. So
Hey, there you go. Right
There
side.
you go. That's a good way of looking at it. My sheet is taking forever to load.
No, I don't want to lose my character.
Tyler is the most prepared.
Poor Matt
He's
has all
always prepared.
today's Duthryn's first session, so.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
Alcaeus
Yeah,
almost
bring him
died like really
The thing is,
early
if you
on.
kill off somebody the first time they play the first session, then they know they're never safe.
Yeah.
So it's like a good way to. Why can't I? Why isn't this loading out? Come on, guys.
It's alright, I got backup characters for days.
Okay.
I have a million characters.
Yeah, I could pop out. It's another
Oh
one.
shit!
No
It just
problem.
loaded up.
I will be sad, but I will be prepared.
Leicester wants all of our characters to die so we don't remember what happened with the bunny anymore. A whole new party.
That's okay. My next character will eat exclusively rabbit.
The untold story.
That's good. That's good. Those are good ideas.
This is
Those are
shit
great
I
ideas.
wanted to grow.
I need a not good alignment character so that
I don't know. No more bullshit. All right, I can't get the sheet to load up, so we're gonna have to end the session here.
no.
So let me take-
no.
Oh, that's, you know, I want to hear that shit every session.
No.
It only happens when something fucks up. All right, let me. All right, hold on, let me
It's
take
in my
some
heart
notes.
every session.
This is
My monster gets to
No.
go.
I demand.
first.
No.
We begin.
Bullshit. No, Leicester cast thaumaturgy. You can't stop me.
All right, hold on. All
Thaumaturgy.
right, so we got Alcaeus,
That's mainly for myself.
Ogolo,
Ah.
Leicester.
I was gonna wake y'all up.
Leicester
with a yell.
is Prone.
The fucking Pusroda.
Prone.
Sorry, this thing's probably gonna wake us up in a second.
Ah, well, that's true. It's gonna go first. It will kill us all instantly, and then we'll wake up
Alright,
in
so that's the
heaven.
thing. And hold on, let's see. It was early, so we get 10, 11, 12. It's about 1 a.m.
Yeah, guys, it's crazy. I'm staring at like an ancient black dragon, and it's scaring the crap out of me.
Don't make me peek. Don't tempt me with such things.
I
Like,
mean,
can't
it's
tell me
probably
there's
a
a dragon
zombie-
on this board.
Yeah,
Zombie
so-
T-Rex. Anybody want bets for zombie T-Rex?
Yeah.
Have you all ever heard of a Draco Lich?
The Draco Lich. Not yet.
Oh,
Alright,
that
so,
sounds awesome. That
they
sounds
are.
like the bone dragon.
Yeah, that's what it is. Alright, so yeah, great game, everyone. Matt, I'm glad, all your technical stuff got sorted out. It's great to have you in the game.
Right?
No. And,
No. Oh, oyster.
And yeah. So,
Oh, sorry, not you. Not
you
you.
guys finally,
It's nice to hear your voice.
you guys are finally on the next part of the adventure, and you guys have left Ibat. So this is going to be really interesting. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. It's going to get really interesting if it hasn't been already. So great game, everyone. If you're watching and you're sticking it out to the end, thank you so much. It means a lot to us. If you don't want to miss what's happening, you can always follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/the D20 Initiative. Come check us out on YouTube, at the D20 Initiative. Hit that like, subscribe, whatever button, leave a comment. Tell us you like us. Tell us you don't like us. Don't be a dick though. Like, tell us don't like us, and tell us why if you really want to do that. But whatever. We're all here to learn. We're here to grow. And I have a Twitter, which I don't really twit too much. So go ahead and follow Landon on Twitter and Instagram. Check out their cool artwork at Forever Cafe _ on both of those platforms. And yeah, we're gonna pick this up next week. Maybe since Matt's stuff is working, we can actually start streaming again. So we'll see. We'll actually we'll give it a test. And I will post something about that on Facebook. That way, if anybody's interested in watching us play live, you can always do that. So with that being said, is it Wednesday yet? Great game, and we'll catch you next week. So good night, everyone. Peace.
Good night.
Bye.